Hello, everyone, and welcome to Countless Heroes, that crazy 16-player West Marches style campaign where I, Logan, take on 6 of my players at a time. Hello, player.
Hi, Logan.
Hello, Logan.
Hello.
Hi.
And hello to our amazing. And thank you, Russ, for the subscription.
I just told me that it was my signal anniversary.
We always do our part.
7 months we've been doing this, and the network just hit a year. We are a little crazy. We're kind of crazy.
Dedicated, not
A
crazy.
little crazy.
Dedicated. I was gonna say that's a fine line.
Dedicated to our crazy?
We're dedicated to our crazy. That should be the new tagline.
Or obsessed, though.
Obsessed is such a
Well,
negative connotation.
Yeah. Dedicated is the nice obsessed. Dedicated is the new obsessed. And crazy is the new awesome.
Sure, I'm fine with this. And America's the new Britain? Maybe? I don't know.
We just lost Florida.
We did just lose Florida. Oh my
What?
God, we lost Florida.
When did you...
It's
What
just
happened to
gone. They
Florida?
broke
What
off
happened
and
to
floated
Florida?
off into the ocean. They're going back. They're going over to Britain.
We were the wrong color before, so that makes sense. Sorry.
At least you have some swing. You know, I mean, I have no idea what it's like living in a state that doesn't vote the exact same way every time.
Angela wouldn't like it if I swung.
Well, there's that. All right.
That's
You
not an
look like
on.
you
not an
are
on-call
America's
comment,
penis. So
darling.
you are. Florida is America's penis, so you know it's hard not to swing.
I'm like just picturing helicopter things with Florida, and it's terrible.
Can we move on?
If that animation
Right?
doesn't exist, I want someone to make it.
CJ,
so-
there you go.
Don't put that out into the world.
No, CJ, please, no, CJ.
Please don't.
Bonus
Please don't do
content.
that, CJ. Please don't.
No,
You are
bonus content.
so more talented than that is.
I'm sure it exists somewhere. Hello, everyone. How are you all? It's good to see everyone. It is Saturday. It is the afternoon of Saturday for most of us. I think all of us.
How do you keep doing this?
How do I keep doing what?
For all of us.
All of us that matter. Get over here. Then it
it's-
can be afternoon for you today too.
I'm sure it's
All
evening
of us
for
that
us.
matter.
Okay, it's not morning. How about that? It's not morning for any of us. There. Evening. I'd rather be evening. I'd be more awake.
It will be morning by the time I'm finished.
All right. Well,
There's
Aw,
that.
poor Russ.
I can't help that.
I'm not saying
We'll-
to help it.
We'll
I'm
end
here
early, so it's only
voluntarily.
evening. No, I'm sorry.
No.
1 a.m. is not morning. That's still middle of the night.
It's technically the next morning,
No.
but
I disagree. Morning isn't until after you sleep.
And sometimes
What
morning
sleep?
never comes.
yeah, what's
Yeah,
sleep?
there's that. So, would somebody like to recap what happened yesterday? Maybe one of the 4 of you that were there.
Sure. I'll do it.
I'm on
Go
a
for it.
boat.
That's what happened.
Going fast, eh?
So we set off from Cinderhaven. There was a small celebration of townsfolk who were not happy to see us leave, but just were celebrating us in general and wishing us good luck. We got onto the Wave Breaker, I believe it was called, which turned out to be a Birchfield ship that was on loan from the Birchfield. Yes.
Did the name of the ship get changed?
From what?
I believe it was the.
It got you.
It was Wavebreaker last night.
It's officially Wavebreaker.
Yeah,
now.
Okay,
it's
yeah,
not
it
something
was the
different.
Ocean Rose original.
Yeah, sorry. I got changed
Okay.
because we took a 2-week break and I couldn't find
Sorry.
it. So, sorry.
Well,
but no, I
we
came
were
up with a
gonna have
completely
a
different
ship.
idea.
Yeah, we were gonna have a ship
Oh.
called the Ocean Rose, but then the suburbs
Yeah.
already.
We found a better one.
Well, the suburbs
Yeah, they
already
found a
rented
better
the
one.
boat from the Birchfield.
Yeah.
We missed that boat. The time dilation. Don't know. It's weird.
Got it.
Yeah.
We had to get
Tiny
a
whiny,
new-
wibbly wobbly
yeah.
things.
So we set sail with the Wavebreaker and a crew of Birchfield folks, and Subursarium folks, I guess. And we're on the ocean for a couple of weeks or several weeks. And during our trip, we made some friends with the crew, of which we have them notated, and I'm sure Logan will utilize or exploit them as needed. And we made a stop on an island and took some vacay. Errol found some what turned out to be yellow airshale coral that was growing under the water. And then we continued on our way, and we encountered apparently a ghost ship of sorts, a Birchfield ship called the Luminous, I think it was called, that had been lost at sea, and no one had seen it or stepped foot on it for a very long time. And we were asked what it had been abandoned.
Yep.
One pick up from there.
Yeah, someone else pick up from there. Zach or Lark? Not
Have
you.
Andy started. When we went on to the boat, we basically went straight down into the hull and saw some standing water, and we saw something moving, and turned out to be a aberration that came from a chest that we found later after the fact. And the party kind of creatively fought it. Primarch parted the water. Ocean lit it up, and we took it out fairly easily because of this. Errol found the chest that had more of them in it and was able to open it and close it using his language. Wanted to keep it. The rest of the group was like, no. And we asked the Captain Morgan what she thought, and she listened to both sides and decided in the end that we were going to put it back on the Luminous and sink the ship. The next day, we woke up and the ship and everything on it was gone. I think that about covers it.
Not because it had been blown up, but because it had literally just poofed.
Yeah,
We didn't know where it went.
It was vanished.
And there's a hypothesis that the box might have been the reason, but we have no proof of that.
And there was a log. That was also something that may be important. We got the, that's another reason why we went there, is to get the captain's log from the Luminous, and we gave it to Captain Morgan.
That's correct.
yes,
There was
Russ.
one other factor that might become important today, was that while doing so, Errol used an ability which allowed him to detect certain types of creatures in the area within a mile, and in addition to aberration and undead, there was also dragon.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Dragon.
Woo!
We're thinking like maybe under the
Several.
water.
Yeah.
Like a sea dragon.
Well, he doesn't know how many, so he said plural because the spell says plural, but he doesn't know if there's multiple sources.
Okay.
Please let me have a dragon. I would like to make friends.
Yeah, let's jump to that being what happens when you meet a
all
dragon.
right.
Okay,
All
so
right, Equus.
Callie hugs
All
the
right.
dragon and says, I want to keep it, and then the rest of us are like, no.
No,
And we bring
Let
it to
me
Captain
keep the
Morgan.
dragon.
we
And
didn't
Captain
let
Morgan's
you
like,
don't keep his box. You don't get to keep the
No.
dragon.
we put it back in the
Also-
ocean, and then the
I
next
don't want
day,
to keep it. I just want to worship it. I mean, that's different.
the ocean
That
is
a little
gone.
different.
Also,
The ocean is gone.
The ocean's
also
You're just sitting there on the ground.
gone forever.
Captain Morgan.
Yes, Captain
Captain-
Morgan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Captain Morgan.
Nice.
Yes, her name is Captain Morgan.
I said it had. I said it
I
had.
love it.
They had an ironic captain name, and somebody went meta with it, and it stuck.
The only other thing that
I
I
love
thought
it.
was important potentially was that the Luminous was the first Birchfield ship that went deep sea and went out as far as this. I don't know if that's going to be important, but I thought it was interesting.
And that the box only responded to deep speech. Arrow was able to open and close it at will, basically.
Which let out those nasty creatures,
Correct.
which you guys took out in a matter of moments. Uh-huh.
True.
Domo arigato.
Domo.
Domo.
It's
Is that with us? You're proud of us.
Can always tell because I can see Angela go still.
Are we going to be going over other people that they met?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we've got 2 new people here, so we're going to talk a little bit about what they did. And I forgot I give you a heads up on this. I apologize. So I'll give you a couple minutes here, but you're going to be describing a crewmate that you have connected with. I'll need a name, what position they have, maybe how you met, and what quirk they have. So, but as that goes, there is as word of what you guys have been doing has been spreading around the ship. Some of the crew have gotten a little bit concerned as Earl has yet again today, the next day, cast that ability, and still finds dragons nearby. Nothing else but dragons. And the rumor has kind of spread around the ship that it's possible that one of the crewmen is a dragon in disguise.
That seems fair.
Her name is Callie.
And don't be racist.
You a dragon?
She was-
You a dragon? I'm just gonna start talking draconic to everybody.
She was born that way.
No, she wasn't.
She was reborn that
Dragonborn.
way.
Second and
Callie.
fourth time around.
Callie, are you a dragon reborn? Oh.
Yes, very much so.
I had a potato like that once.
Was it re-stuffed?
Twice baked.
Mm. I feel twice baked right now.
That sounds so good right now, Mike.
Sorry, Callie, we won't talk about food.
No, it's okay. Ice chips are the only other thing that sound really good right now, and I'm happily eating ice chips, so I apologize for my mouth being full of ice.
So,
And this time the dragons are within a mile.
still, yeah. And you guys have moved from that location.
So
So,
they're either on the boat or they're following.
How
us.
far have we moved? Have we gone more than a mile? So it's possible that they're following
easily.
us?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's a whole nother day. You've gone 100 miles.
And I would walk
Captain
around.
Morgan, I could cast Moonbeam on a few of the parties here.
Mr. Lark, we will not be accusing any of the crewmates of being a dragon. If they've come this far and not done anything to hinder us, then I will not be concerned about them. It's time to move on.
Very well. So, go ahead.
I have a proposal.
She turns and looks at Syl.
If there's nobody on the ship that's a dragon, but we think it's like following us, I volunteer to go down into the water and you just pull me and I'll just keep an eye out and I'll tug real hard if there's a dragon behind us.
So I don't think that's
Are
how
you
that
offering to
works.
act as an anchor-esque type?
Well, not to slow us down, but to keep an eye out under the water. I have my night vision goggles and I don't have to breathe. I can just be under there for like an hour. It'd be fine.
Sounds
That
like
is a
that I missed being a
sincere
trick.
request.
I will throw her in.
Please tie something around me first.
I will not stop you if you wish to do this, but don't use any of the ship's resources, please.
Okay. No problem. Well, the ship's a resource.
Besides the ship itself.
Okay.
It's momentum also.
I have 50 feet of rope, and I think pretty much every adventurer ever has 50 feet of rope, so I think we can get this done.
Yeah, we gotta tie them together. Who's good at
Mhm.
knots? Who
I
in the party's good at
I am
knots?
excellent at knots.
I'm good with
Okay.
my
She is.
hands.
I'm pretty good
with
too.
I'm
Prime is
not,
also
Here's
very good
mine.
at knots.
I am not
Okay.
good at knots for that reason. I am just good with my hands.
Oh, well, okay.
Should I be taking
Good to know.
notes?
If you want.
Syl walks around the party and collects as many 50 feet of rope that she can, and then presents them to Callie in a giant pile.
Kelly starts making very intricate knots
Okay.
in the rope.
I'm not worried about it. So you've got probably 300 feet
You're
of-
not worried about it?
Because
I liked it better when you were in bed.
So did Primark.
So the you've got 300 feet of rope now, roughly a little less than that
Cool.
because of the knots. And they all seem very sturdy. You test them over and over again to make sure they're not going to go. They're not going.
Nope.
I also ask, instead of just doing a loop around her waist, that they do like a harness, so it's just
Anybody have a
easier to
climbing
pull
kit?
her in
I got
general.
you. I got you. You've got a full-on
Lark?
harness.
Lark, you got a climbing kit?
Yep.
Okay, so the climbing kit's probably the better way to go than doing. Although I'm sure Callie would love to show off, but that would use a lot more rope.
That's true. It would.
So Lark's got a harness, puts Syl in the climbing harness, and until you touch the rope, takes off the hat, and you guys are good to go.
It's very important. She offers it to Finku. Can you please keep this safe?
Keep what safe.
My hat. It's already pretty crusty.
Sorry,
But
I
I
know,
really don't
but-
want to dunk it in the water.
the audio cut out, so I wasn't sure what you had to say.
Oh,
Uh,
sorry.
Yeah, I can get. Yeah, that's. It's kind of puts it.
So can you see in the dark?
Damn it, I don't have a bald version with my night vision goggles, but she puts her night vision goggles on.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Don't lose them. Hold on to them so they don't go.
They're strapped to my head. I should be okay.
Don't lose yourself is more important.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
If you feel something eat you, just call out, okay? Oh, actually, let's put you on the telepathic link. That's a good idea. Hold on.
There you go.
That's
Perfect.
way easier than tugging a rope.
So you put the telepathic bond on. Is there a distance limit on that?
The plane.
This plane.
Somebody has an alarm going off.
No, that's a wind chime. So
Ah,
That is the most alarming wind chime.
yeah, that was frightening.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Should we pull you back up if the water elementals are going to do their thing?
Yeah. Well,
You could ski again.
yeah. The rope. I don't know if the rope will handle it. Now, just pull me back up if that happens.
But I will let you know well in advance if I want to come back up. Okay. And she pulls out her flamberge and proceeds to jump off the boat.
So I assume you tie it to something first. Since
To
nobody
people
said-
and something.
Wait, people too?
Whoa.
Hold on. Okay. To something, and then there
People-
will be people babysitting
Yeah,
the thing it is tied to.
sure. So you tie it to some of the tie downs on the deck, and you leap off the back. Now with the sailing ship, by the time you reach the water, the sailing ship is already about 100 feet in front of you. It's just with how fast it's moving, with the foresails down, and even without the pontoons going. So you hit the water, and by the time you get your bearings, you're being drugged by the rope. And you find you can kind of glide yourself under the water a little bit to go a little deeper, a little bit up, but you only have so much movement. But you under the water, you can't see the ship. It's 200 and some odd feet away. And you look around, and it's just barren. There's really nothing. There's little bits of particles in the water that are kind of flying by you, like you're going light speed. But other than that, there's not a lot of anything here at all.
Okay. I don't see anything. This is super duper fun though, so I'm just gonna chill for a while. No rush.
Yeah. You just hear that fade into the background as she stops telepathically.
It is
thinking,
almost
"Yay."
it is almost lunch. If you see any fish, grab them, please.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we should have given her a spear.
I have hands. I have a hand.
She's holding her sword with the other hand.
It is hard to move your sword around while you're under here, though, with the water pushing against it constantly.
Yeah, it's better than nothing. Oh, that's a good point. I'm really good at grappling. I didn't need to bring my sword.
Just hold it forward so you just spear anything that hits you.
You can always sheath it. It's fine. I'm
Sure.
not gonna
She just
play too
straps
much.
to her back. So yeah, she's just down there for let's say a half hour. She's just goofing off in the back.
Do we have an exit strategy for you?
Absolutely not.
Pull me
the
up?
rope up, I think.
Yeah.
Just untested.
How much rope are we talking about? How far were you?
300 feet.
280 feet or so after the
It's-
tying.
Traveling at 40, 50 knots.
Would have been really nice if I had gotten that magic item that let you fly.
That mace would have been really useful right now.
How about I make Primeheart fly?
And he just sort of goes and grabs Syl.
Yeah.
That works too.
How long does that last?
An hour.
Yeah.
Oh,
I could do that too.
You got it to work. Oh, that's so good.
We've been traveling for a little bit, and we had some extra time. I got a few new things that are fun.
Good job. Sorry, I've been busy with playing with the ship. It's been fun.
It's fine. GB. I can do fire now.
Ooh, that's good. Big fire or small fire?
Big fire.
Oh, I don't even have that one yet.
I can teach you that later.
Ange, please roll me a d20.
Okie dokie.
Immediate fear.
A 3. Dun-na. Dun-na.
I worry that if I fly, I'll just, lose the ship immediately. Because the way that the ship is moving underneath me once I start flying.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, you.
I'll just climb down the rope.
But then we have 2 people down there. Oh, that's okay. Lark will go after you. It'll be okay.
I can just make her water walk, and then she could just,
Then I get really hard
in the
drugged
ocean
by
now.
the ship. Just bob to the surface. There's just a lot of whoa, whoa, whoa.
can't go down. Not easy.
Wait to get eaten by a dragon. He's just deciding what,
How you die, yeah.
which dragon stomach I end up in.
Oh, I could. Okay. This is kind of.
Everything comes back to 4.
It's kind of a high level spell, but I could potentially pull you back with my big hand.
That's
Your
fine.
strong
My
hand.
big hand!
Oh, hey, GB, I don't know.
I made that joke yesterday.
I don't know if you have it. I'm
What
kind
speed
of
can you fly at?
Your
60.
walking speed. Oh no, is it 60? No.
So that's about 26 miles per hour. You can almost keep up with the ship because it's only going about 25 knots, so it's about 29 miles per hour. So with a fly speed of 60, I would say you can keep up with the ship. You have to double move the whole time, but you could keep up with the ship.
Can I bonus action dash?
If you can move 3 times, you can keep up and bonus that. You can keep up and do something else. Yeah, if you can bonus action dash.
Oh, okay. So here's what we do. We
Thanks,
give
Tesla.
Thinku the belt of dwarven kind, and then or the belt of something strength, whatever it's called.
Giant strength.
There you go. And then he can get him fly over and grab him. It's perfect. Her.
Why am I getting the belt?
Oh, you can double dash thingy magic.
Yeah, I think
that's
you're so much
so
faster than
bad.
us.
So prefer that.
Oh, you can?
Kelly
Oh,
just
you're
Well, yeah,
faster than
but
I am.
limited. Finker can do it all the
Yeah,
time. Finker's so much faster
Yeah.
than us.
So, Sil, very quickly below you, you do see a bunch of figures, large black figures with kind of white, deep white eyes. You're pretty sure they were some sort of whale, but they seem to be swimming in a different direction. But that was the first thing and only thing that you really see in that half hour.
There's like a pod of whales. Oh.
Oh!
What's happening?
I don't know, whale.
TV couldn't help himself. He had to start howling.
I heard it and then it just felt right.
Okay, it's very pretty. I'll have to do this again, but we are not in immediate danger. I am declaring it.
I woke up
That's
the
good.
dog.
You woke
up the dog?
I woke up the dog.
Nice.
So it's like, okay, we can take our time though. You don't need an emergency plan. Can you guys just slowly pull me to the? If you just pull me to the deck, I can haul myself up. Actually,
You
no,
guys just-
never mind. I'll come. And she just starts climbing. She just starts tugging herself with the rope. So basically, climbing the way back.
Especially with your strength of 19 now, you got no problems doing that. All right. 21. Sorry.
We both know.
Callie, did you have your crew member?
I do have my crew member ready.
All right, let's hear about your crew.
Callie has made a very good connection with the ship's chaplain, who is a water genasi by the name of Bayou. And they have been having long religious and philosophical discussions late at night on the ship and have been enjoying his company quite a bit.
All right, what is their quirk?
Bayou hates bathing in still water, so they hate bathing in a tub or anything like that. They want, if they're gonna be wet, they would like it to be in running water, ocean water, lake, river, but nothing pond. Even lake is pushing it. They really only want to be in running water for bathing.
Okay, neat.
So they really like my plan to just troll.
They're
behind the
super
boat.
into it. They're super into it.
Like it.
All right. Finku, did you have yours?
Yes.
Go for it.
Finku, as isn't too unexpected, has been spending quite a bit of time in the engine rooms and looking at how things work, and just interested in learning about all of that. So he's become fairly well acquainted with a half-orc who works in there, Dwight Fairbrand.
Okay.
Sorry. Hello. Yes.
Yeah, it's hard to hear. You got some background noise. It's all right.
Can you guys put name spellings in the Discord so that I have those? Thank you.
Is that any better?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't realise it was a problem. Okay, do you want me to repeat that?
Yes, please.
Okay. Finku has been spending a lot of time in the engine room, figuring out how
Okay.
all that works, because, that's kind of his thing. And he's become...
Actually, no engine on this.
Oh, is there
There's a
not?
lot of other things. Nope, no engines. It's sails and these special pontoons that have water elementals in them. This is a completely arcane magical ship. There is a lot of other mechanical things, such as the weapons. There's a couple of large harpoon guns. There's some cannons, and there's some mechanical apparatus that make better
Okay.
living. But there's no engines on this one.
Okay, to make this easier and not take more time, we'll just reflavor that into wherever there's places to learn how things work, is where Finku
Sure,
went.
absolutely. There is an engineer that we've already established, so this would maybe be as an engineer's mate or something.
Sure, yeah.
The second engineer or a mechanic of some kind that handles these sorts of things.
Yeah, that sounds great. The name is Dwight Fairbrand, and they're a half orc.
Okay. Oh, cool. Very cool. That's a second or a third half orc we have. Very nice.
Oh,
I like it.
interesting. Yeah.
What is their quirk?
Their quirk is when they're sort of busy at work. Something that Fuku also does is they tend to talk just under their breath in different languages, or just make a lot of like it kind of a little bit like a tick. Like it's just keeps their brain working, and he kind of recognizes it, and it's how they sort of bond because they both end up doing it because he ends up helping him with that.
Very cool. Awesome. I like. Very cool. Awesome. Alrighty. Sounds good. So you get pulled back up into the ship, or you pull yourself to the edge and then climb back up. I assume you guys are going to leave your ropes there in case Syl wants to go back and do it again. Tied up and hanging on one of the things. For those that were not here yesterday, with the other what are called holes in this trimaran, I call them pontoons. They're not actually pontoons; they're technically holes. Basically two side hulls, so it's a 3-hull ship, one large in the middle and one to either side, and the two on the side are almost split open in the front and back. Yesterday, a couple of times during last 12 days, but yesterday in game, there were several times when a certain alarm would go off. Sounds kind of like an air raid whine, and everybody ran to the edge of the ship where you had noticed every 2 feet or 1.5 feet there are these ropes that hang down about maybe 6 inches to a foot of rope plus a loop, and people would grab onto those, and when they do, a few moments later the ship would rear back and start moving at a great speed, almost 4 times faster than the speed you go normally with sailing, as the water elementals that are bonded inside of these extra holes push the ship along at upwards of almost 90 knots.
And the water elementals are let out when we
when the ship stops and anchors, the water elementals are free to explore and things. What they'd learned from the engineer, who's actually an artificer, is that the elementals are exploring the prime material plane. They want to explore the oceans, and they thought this might be a fun way to do it.
Oh, that's cool. So it's totally not like an enslaved thing. They're absolutely.
From what the engineer says, that is the way it is.
Cool.
Over the course of the last couple weeks, though, like immediately after the ship stuff happened, we don't have to RP this. I just wanted to establish that Syl would have gone to Callie immediately after having some downtime to show her that yellow air shale and the idea that it very well could be growing naturally under the water, and that just blows the situation wide open in terms of what was a scary possibility of it being a finite thing. If it can grow, that's amazing.
This is phenomenal. It's amazing.
Syl, would you want to send to your mom?
Oh, that's a really good point. Yeah.
I don't know how to do that.
I do. I can send to Eriskine. That's not a problem.
Yeah. Just I mean, you can think about what you know as much as I do.
Sure. So yeah, Callie will send to Eriskine. Let me take a second to write it out.
Sure. Also, tell her I have sketches of my children I want to show her someday.
The full message might be might want to use all of it for the shell thingy.
Yes. I mean, that's secondary if you got some space. It's fine.
It'll take me just a second to write it out.
And she'd also have shown Callie her sketches, the idea of GB's idea to incorporate the air shell into one of the little Goa. It could do something cool. Or it's just color. Color is exciting.
So do you have to bond that with the metally bits like you have?
Maybe, yeah. That might be how it has to be, like a little mount sort of thing. Maybe it'll have a bit of a setting. It'll look like a piece of jewelry.
Or like an iris, like with the white part around it. What's the white part?
Oh, yeah.
Pupil?
No, I don't know.
Sclera.
Oh,
No,
yeah, that's the one.
I don't have any of
Staircase.
those, so I didn't know.
Okay, I have it. I got 25 words.
Good job.
Alright.
All right.
And I've met Eris, so it's Eris Kind, so it should not be. And Eris is a title, you said, correct?
Yeah, Eris is a title.
I apologize. I have the sniffles. So I'll send. Hello, Eris. On our travels over ocean, Syl has discovered naturally growing airshell coral. It's not finite. Also, she has sketches of her children she'd like to show.
Say it one more time. Let me make sure I got all the details.
Hello, Eris. On our travels over ocean, Syl has discovered naturally growing airshell coral. It's not finite. Also, she has sketches of her children she'd like to show you.
Lark has also been using his sending stone once a day. He's telling an entire short story, bedtime story type thing, to Jastra and his two boys, 25 words at a time. He'll be done in 200 days.
That is adorable, and I love it.
Well, he's already quite a bit into it. If he's been doing it since we left.
All right. So, Callie, the response is basically that's wonderful news. We look forward to more information. And I look forward to seeing the pictures.
I will relay that.
Okay. This is like the most hopeful Syl's ever been about Airshell.
Oh, Callie's ecstatic. Callie is right there with Syl, just in complete ecstaticness on that one. Did you collect any for, or did you leave
It's
it?
like a golf ball size piece that she has.
Oh yeah, she asked if you don't mind her looking over it. She's just like inspecting it, all delighted.
Primeheart has also been sending to Lash because Lash is able to actually receive sendings. So he's constantly asking if everything's okay every night
Okay.
before bed. Must be an intelligence of 1. They understand what's going on. It's a smart sloth.
All right.
GB got blurry.
It's okay.
You can
That's
turn that
actually
off,
scary.
you know.
Oh, but it's useful when I have the hold up dice.
Okay.
True.
Die hard dice.
Hey, if I got these to go all the way over my hands, I would have little mage hands. That'd be good.
Oh.
That's okay.
All right. So yeah, so you continue your sendings, you continue your missions. And that's where it is. So the next couple of days are uneventful, but the crew has been asking Errol to continue to check to see if there are dragons nearby, and there are. So we're now at 4 days straight of this, and the rumors are starting to fly pretty wildly.
Callie is going to take advantage of a early morning one day around sunrise and set up a dragon mother, like a morning ceremony on the bow, and do her celestial / draconic thing. Kind of like hoping that if it is one of the crew, they'll come and talk to her because she wants to, like, of course, adore them because, hey, dragon.
Parent would join. He shares your faith.
GB sits down nearby. He just lays down and he's got his head sort of resting on something. He just watches to see if anyone walks by. Weird.
I mean, a lot of the crew walk by and will stop and talk and ask what's going on. Several of them do express concern about there being a dragon on board. What do you say to them?
I would say that a dragon on board would be lucky. It's a sign of the voyage and crew being blessed by the dragon mother to have one of her children with them.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, hey, you know what? All the things that I didn't put over here in my preparedness for sitting is dice. Give me half a sec.
Could I aid her in describing how Un would be watching over from the skies, and having a dragon on board would be a definite blessing?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My persuasion is a +0, so let's see how this works.
You have advantage. Did you roll
I'm really
again?
glad I have advantage because that was a natural 1. 16. Thank you for the advantage.
Okay. You put some minds at rest, and people are like, "Oh, never thought about it that way."
They hear Callie say it, and they're like, and then Primeheart steps in. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Primeheart is the more believable of the two.
Why? She's a dragon.
She's biased.
One could make that argument.
Lark is the least perception, if that's a word, person here, but he's going to be
Perceptive?
looking at the people that are not approaching, but viewing it from a distance to see if there's anybody like kind of sneaking a peek from afar.
There's a couple of people. One of the people that doesn't seem to want to approach is Cheng Lung. He does every once in a while kind of stop by and take a look to see what's happening and who might be there, but he does not seem interested in joining himself.
Okay. He's also a dragonborn.
Correct. And Rill, another one that checks in occasionally but doesn't seem to be interested in coming anywhere near her. And actually, you notice that Rill takes kind of a point. You realize that Rill's going to walk through the area, but Rill stops and goes a long way around.
When she's done, I'll report what I saw to Callie and Primeheart.
Okay.
Good to know. Thanks, brother.
You are welcome.
I'd like to try something during these couple days. So GB one day will prepare both Fly and Longstrider, and he's going to try to give himself enough speed to stay with the ship, but also be able to go diagonally up, so he can take a look
Okay.
up. And,
Well, you can also wait for a day that there's less wind or something, and you know, I mean, that's there's times of the day when you're going much slower, sometimes when you're going faster. So
Can I join in this? I
Oh,
this
sure.
idea. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some call that the motion of the ocean.
Do you want me to do both of us, or?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Okay. Because I can do me, and then you can do you, and we'll keep up. It's all good.
Okay.
What are you trying to do, GB?
Oh, we're gonna go fly. I want to see if there's anything
In-
dragony up there, and if we go up there, then we may be able to see better.
Oh, because dragons can fly. Yes.
Some
Good
of
idea.
them. I'm sure some of them are too big. At some point, the aerodynamics just don't make any sense.
But magic.
Oh. Dragons have magic too? Oh, now I know why Callie and Primeheart are so onto them. That's cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello.
Whee!
Just before they take off, I think he's just going to click his heels together and double his speed.
Okay.
It's flying circles around GP.
Logan.
Yes.
How is this ship over 1,000 feet long?
No. It's about 300 feet.
Could I cast locate creature?
Have you ever seen it? I think you have to have seen the creature.
I've seen a dragon.
1 second.
I'm familiar with a dragon.
Don't you have to be familiar with the dragon?
I don't think
If
so.
I'm searching
I
for a
think you do type
specific
of-
person.
I think you
I'm
do
just-
type of creature or type
I
of
think
person.
you can.
Neat.
That'd
I
be-
should
that-
read. I should
that'd be
read
tough.
further than just the title.
Yeah.
What a mood for every D&D player who has spells.
Nearest creature of a specific type, such as human or unicorn.
I think
Oh,
dragon's
do a
somewhere
unicorn.
between
I think
that.
some dragon is somewhere in there.
No, I agree. Unless they're under the effects of a polymorph.
Right.
Oh.
But if they're under the effects of a polymorph, I don't think the other spell would find them either.
Correct.
Oh, and polymorph doesn't doesn't do humanoids.
Chibi, can you
Yeah.
turn into a unicorn?
I don't think the unicorn's a beast.
Oh.
Callie's not going to say she's doing this. She doesn't want to announce it. She's just going to kind of internally. Do we have free reign of wandering the ship or no?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, yeah, so she's just going to kind of cast it and then just kind of take a walk, not let anybody know what she's really doing.
Okay.
She doesn't want to upset anybody.
I understand. So Callie starts to wander around, and GB and Fiku, you guys are taken to the sky,
Mm-hmm.
flying around and enjoying everything up there. Two of you give me perception check.
GB's also paying attention to how it smells, but I don't think that's going to be how this works.
No.
16.
Kelly, as you start to use the spell, you do immediately get a ping, and it's in the lower decks somewhere. So you start to find your way down into the lower decks and into the bowels of the ship. Not that there's many; most of the ship is above the water, but you start to find your way down. You start wandering around looking for stairs and ladders and things that could take you farther down. Finku,
Not that it's going to matter, but 25.
25 and 16, right? Okay, so both of you actually will catch this. Callie, as you get to a particular point, you have kind of figured out that it's somewhere towards the middle of the main hull of the ship, but it's down on a lower level that you haven't been able to figure out how to get down to. You ask a shipmate, and they tell you that you're on the lowest deck of the ship. As the two of you are looking down from the above the ship, high enough you can see down into the water, you see something very large, about 100 feet long, clinging to the side of the main hull under the water.
It's a dragon lamprey.
Oh.
A large, sort of dark figure. You can't tell exactly what it is, but
We made a
something
friend.
there.
I hope they're a friend.
Well, it seems like there's something that big could just sort of can opener us, but
Maybe,
you want to go say
but
hi?
maybe a little bit, but maybe they're there because they want to live without drawing attention to themselves, and if they know that they're getting attention drawn to themselves, that could be bad.
Oh, that's true.
Do you want to go and have a closer look?
Oh no, I want to go tell the captain and all our friends.
You know what? Let's go do that. We can do this again. We've got enough spell. Yeah, we can do this again.
Of all the times to not be a Triton and have innate water breathing and swim speed anymore is when there's a dragon on the bottom of the ship. Yeah, Callie's gonna pop up and kind of try and find the captain to pull her aside to report her finding.
You're coming up on the top of the deck as GB and Fink are flying down. You guys see each other, see the look on all of your faces, and kind of realize you've all come to the same conclusion at the same time, although they're very different expressions.
Callie's is complete delight.
Because his distressed Finku face.
We're gonna go make a friend, Callie. You want to come?
Yeah,
we gotta
I
talk.
do.
You know.
Yeah, I really do. Primart!
Yeah, hey, Sil,
Mark,
Clark,
hey.
come here.
Yeah, what's up?
We found a dragon.
I'm sunbathing. Leave me alone.
Oh, cool. Where?
It's attached to the hull. It's like a mollusk, but bigger.
I'll go get my rope.
No,
Clam?
that's
No, we're gonna be nice to it. No, it's a dragon, baby.
Are you,
It's a mollusk.
It's bigger than a baby.
are you sure it's not a barnacle?
Very
Yes.
sure. Very sure.
Locate creature, never lies.
I'm like a remote.
Well, what if it's just chilling out? I mean, it was really comfortable in the water.
Did it have
I
wings?
totally
say
get it.
hi.
I think.
What color?
It's hard to tell.
What about if it's specifically trying to get to the land and we're taking it right there, though?
Great. Good job.
Maybe
It
it
was
has
sort of
bad
a-
intentions?
Why would you think they? Why would you be so negative, Finku?
I'm sorry, I've heard quite a few stories about dragons destroying things.
You know what I heard about halflings?
Probably not good things. That's fine. We're not good people.
Negative. You know what I mean?
I've heard wonderful things about halflings, and you have
Same
proven
here.
all of them true.
I have no problem going to talk. I'm just concerned.
Can we talk to it?
I can speak Draconic.
I'm sure
Me
Callie
too.
can talk to it. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, why don't we go tell the captain first? I really
Yes.
like telling people of authority things.
Yes, I think that's a good idea, and that way we can assuage any panic in the crew that there is a dragon hiding among them, which I do still think it would have been good luck rather than bad luck, because it is a sign of blessing. But I'm really
I thought-
excited.
I don't.
I thought the chef was good luck. She was an albatross aerococra.
That's
Yeah,
the
but-
engineer.
Engineer. I thought the engineer was good luck.
All are good luck.
Okay. I'm fine telling the captain. Maybe tell her all quiet like
Yeah,
so nobody else freaks out.
Yeah.
I will still prepare my rope.
You mean I shouldn't have been yelling to Callie that there was a dragon?
Probably not.
Well, I don't know that you were yelling that loud. I heard you pretty easy, so. Alright, well, let's go find the captain.
So you guys head up and find the captain, who kind of turns to you and looks semi-annoyed that her day is being interrupted once again, but that's all right.
Captain Morgan, we are pleased to report that there is not a dragon in disguise among your crew.
Excellent.
There's a dragon hanging onto the hull.
It's okay. He's a friend. Maybe.
What evidence do you have to support that, Mr. Brefland?
Well, we saw him. We were flying, and then it was under the boat, and it was going. I
That does
assume
not
that's what
look
he
like
was
the face
doing.
a friend makes, Mr. Brefland.
Well, there was a lot of water going into it. Maybe he's thirsty,
Or hungry?
or she. Dragons
Also,
can
I
be
was-
girls too.
That's true. I was able to do a locate creature spell, which led me to the lowest deck of the ship and still felt the pull of a draconic creature even further below.
Is that evidence that it is a friend, Miss Callie?
No.
No, however, I can speak
No.
draconic and would be happy to find out if it is a friend.
How do you propose to do that?
That is an excellent question.
Well,
I could try to talk to it
I could.
with my mind.
We do also... Oh, sending. If I can see the creature, I can send to it, and I can speak draconic.
But I have this new ability.
Oh, what's your ability, Lark?
Telepathy, and they understand me.
Would they be able to speak back?
Yes.
I'm all for giving that a try as well.
or if not, we
You
can
first.
just use fly and hold you near the edge of the boat. That
Do
could
you know
also work.
Draconic?
Me?
Lark.
No.
No, it like works, like they understand because it's part of the magic of it.
Oh,
Assuming it's an intelligent creature.
now I know why Jasper's so into you.
We had a brief amount of fun before we left. It is new ability.
I'm pretty sure a brief amount of fun is the reason that you have twins.
Hey, that's brief is such it's an insult.
I
That's
don't think
bad.
it. Yeah, brief might not have been the word, but it's.
I was teasing Lark.
I hear. I don't know these things.
We,
So what's the plan?
Whatever the case, we endeavor to find out whether it is friend or foe, though I am thoroughly leaning as someone who believes that dragons are a boon of good luck, that it is in the friend category, though I understand that we need evidence.
I
do not
am
have
for-
such luxuries.
I am firmly sitting on the fence. I would like it to be nice, but it could also not be.
I thought the metallic dragons were all nice.
You'd be wrong, Mr. Brefont.
Oh, I guess
I
that's
don't-
racist.
I mean,
Okay.
Did we even see what kind of dragon it was?
It was gray.
The gray doesn't really correspond with any of them.
Ow, Andy, it hurts to laugh, my friend. It really hurts to
Oh,
laugh. Can you
no.
not?
Wrong game, hon.
I was gonna say.
I didn't get that for like 5 seconds.
It took me a second too.
We could use the rope and rappel down.
Still has some of it. It's like draped across the hull. She's brought some of it with her.
I'm concerned that it might think that we were giving it a snack.
You can
It was just-
try.
Maybe Syl can go down there and wave at it, say hi, and it'll pop up.
I can wave with any number of things. And she
Well,
just sort of
that's-
like counts her handles.
That's why I was thinking that the telepathy or the sending would be a good idea, because then we don't have to be right next to it.
Yeah, sure. I'm like a fourth emergency option.
We just have many options. But if it turns out not to be nice in the event that happens and things get aggressive, then things might have to be done about that, Callie.
The captain
Sorry.
kind of just turns her head and kind of looks at the sky a bit with some of the forming clouds that have been coming in for a while in a way that just kind of sort of commands the room. We're going to stop while the storm goes. You have until the storm releases to figure out what's going on.
Thank you, Captain.
Oh. Fix it.
And Syl jumped over.
Don't have any way to fix it. with
Goodbye,
that many people
Florida.
drowning.
Put up a flat, blank screen.
There's no way to fix it,
Oh,
unfortunately, because I don't have
okay.
the 4-man saved inside the thing. Let me see what I can do here.
The thing in the thing.
Yeah, because we're in OBS now. So let me show myself.
We can water walk.
Tell. That fixes the top
That's good.
row.
That's a
Doesn't
good
fix the
plan.
bottom row.
I have another computer. Is there a way I can join twice and you can cover it?
If you can put it on Heather's, that would be the only.
I don't have her information.
Oh, and just wrote that the power flick, but it might be back, so it should only be like it for a couple of seconds. We'll just hold on, stay on target.
Yeah, I don't have the
Stay on
four-man.
target.
I don't have the 4-man setup done, so I apologize, everyone. That sucks. I gotta get that working. Another thing needs to be done.
Here we go.
Hey!
Hey! Welcome back.
We stayed on target. It worked. The Death Stars.
Nice. That reminds me, I need to get the 4-man setup done because I don't have a 4-man setup. I have no way to. I can hear.
I can hear him.
Oh, okay.
Andy,
Andy can't hear us.
Andy's not back in
Now
the
I
call
can-
yet. That's why.
Now I can't hear.
he knows he's not in Discord.
No,
Okay.
I think Andrew was talking to Andy, and that's why we didn't hear.
Got it. Awesome.
We meant for that to happen.
All according to plan.
Can we stop planning for those things then? I mean, I'd appreciate it.
Me too.
It is A-okay. Well,
Just how long is the storm going to be, do you think, in your experience?
A few hours.
that should be plenty of time.
I agree. That's an ample amount of time to see what the situation is.
May we use the longboat to get
Fine.
closer?
So she calls it all stop. They drop anchor, and you're given access to the longboats and any other equipment you might need, basic equipment, to try to figure out what's going on.
Callie is just like vibrating with excitement. Like the first time she gets to actually talk to a real dragon, not one of the lesser ones, she's just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Do we want to water walk? Is that what we want to do? Do we think that'd be a good idea?
Well, I mean, GB and I still have a little bit of an hour of fly.
We're in a boat, which is pretty much on the surface, but at the moment.
So the plan is to just get close rather than attempting the further away sending.
You can, yeah. Go ahead.
I didn't want to endanger anybody by jumping right in
No,
up close.
you can go jump in next to the longboat.
And that way we're there with you in case anything does happen. I hope it doesn't.
And buff ourselves for the issue. So, like, even though we're in a boat, what if the
Water breathing, water walking, all of the above. Let's make sure.
telepathic bond so we can sort of coordinate when we're talking?
Let's do the things. All the ritual casting. Let's go.
Ritual casting.
Sill's just playing with the rope. I'll just do that. I'm fine.
Okay.
So, ritual casting, water breathing, water walking, etc., I believe.
Okay.
Correct.
I'll do telepathic bond.
Logan, if we lean over the side or start climbing down, is it apparent at all to see the dragon?
No, it's in the murky water at the bottom of the hole. It's too
Okay.
hard to see. You have to be in the water.
Okay. So, yeah, once we get in the longboat and everything, and get to a point where, all right, do you guys want me to, Lark, do you want to reach out first, or?
You can. You are so excited. You're like vibrating. Go ahead.
Okay. So, Callie will use sending, and in Draconic, in case it doesn't speak Common, will err on the side of positivity and say,
Well, you need to be able to see it for that, I thought.
sending? I don't need to see it.
You had to
Yes.
be familiar with it. You're not familiar with this creature at all.
Yep.
Oh, well, I figured I could dive. If I can breathe water, I can probably swim down and...
Well, but you didn't say you were doing that. So you just said you're casting. You're
sorry.
standing in a boat casting sending. I need to know these things.
No,
so I can
I'll go
describe
ahead
what
and
it
get
looks
into
like.
the water. I'll go ahead and
Okay.
get into the water
So
and
you
dive
plop
down.
into the water.
Mhm.
As you dive down around where this creature is, you start coming across the side of the, and it is this slick, sort of flat, mottled skin tone with this ridge along the top of it. As you look and kind of swim back and look over the entirety of it, it's this immensely long eel with these large teeth that protrude like a moray at the front, and this kind of teal green, sea green, almost hair-like ridge all the way down from the front to the tip of its tail, and it's sort of somehow just clinging to the side of the ship.
Does it resemble the stories of the Leviathan at all?
No. not at all.
Okay, just checking. Because her reaction would be very different suddenly.
That was more yellow. This is more brown. Plus, that has legs. This does not.
Cedric. Cool. She will, as soon as she can see it, just through sending go, hello, friend. My name is Callie. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Might I ask your purpose in coming along with our voyage?
As soon as you cast sending, the eye just shoots open, which is not what you thought was the eye. You saw this patch that you thought was the eye and it was already open, but obviously it wasn't. And the head just kind of tilts towards you with these massive teeth about 30 feet over in front of you. And it just kind of looks at you with its eye, and it kind of darts around. And it kind of looks up at the boat above you.
She waves politely.
Doesn't say anything.
Is it friendly?
She thinks back, I'm not sure.
Okay.
She will try to speak in primordial then, just in case it and will actually speak out loud, because I think water breathing allows you to speak underwater. Is this better? And then switch it, or do you prefer common?
What was the second one you did?
Primordial.
Okay.
GB jumps into the water and starts doggy paddling over to Callie.
Okay.
Specifically, it would have been Aquan, because that's what she knew.
It just continues to sit there and kind of watch you, and now GB with its eye.
We're not opposed to your presence at all. We just wanted to find out your purpose in coming along. That's all. I have never been able to meet a true dragon before. It is quite the honor.
as its mouth moves gently in the water. Very soft, small movements, defying against the loud, booming voice that seems to come and echo through the water, almost like a whale's language, but understandable. A true dragon I am. Worship me.
Okay.
He's asking the right person.
Asking the right person out of all of them. How can I do that the best?
Tithe.
What are your preferences?
Food.
GB starts doggy paddling back to the ship.
Like if a reverse dog paddle was possible.
Yeah.
Can I hear it?
Only right now if you're in the water.
It wants
I'm
to.
standing on the water because I water walked.
That's good enough.
It wants tithing. It wants us to worship it. I don't think it's a friend.
What are you talking about, GB? It's totally a friend.
No.
Dragons absolutely deserve worship. They're divine beings.
No, friends don't want you to worship them. They just want to hang out, man.
That's not
I
true.
produce
I
food.
worship Prime Heart all the time.
I don't know what that means.
And how much
That's
does he
okay.
hang out?
Do you have a preference of food type? I would want my tithing to be worthy of you.
Raw.
Prefer aquatic or land? I'm happy to catch you many fish.
He doesn't answer.
Just food in general. Got it. Are you along for the entire ride, or were you journeying with us part way?
I stay for however long I wish.
Of course. Do you have a name that I might call you?
God.
Callie's brain goes, okay, let's have a pause on this one, buddy. That is unconventional, but as you wish.
Or the most conventional, if you think about it.
Mhm.
It says it.
Callie's like,
I don't think it's a true god. I don't think it's a true dragon. It might be like a lesser dragon.
Don't tell it that.
wasn't planning on it.
It's not. That's just what I'm doing right here with my telepathic wand.
Doesn't sound too friendly, I'm gonna be honest.
So
Callie,
as you guys have been doing this and had to get prepared and things, the rain has started to come down a bit.
Are we in Africa?
very well. I will tithe as much as I am able. Thank you. It is, again, an honor to have met you.
He just watches you as you go.
And she'll start swimming up towards the surface.
Should I banish it?
That only lasts like a minute. I don't think that's gonna be
A
great.
minute is all we
reasons
need to launch ourselves away from this thing.
I don't think that might be true.
Scylla's
I'm-
just slowly sharpening the flamber. Just like,
You just know when you're ready.
So let's go up top. Where it can't hear us. Where it can't hear us.
I don't know that there's anywhere where it can't hear us.
In our
Maybe-
heads is
maybe
good,
in
but
our
let's not be on
minds.
the water.
Okay, I'm all about this.
Alright, so you guys head back up onto the ship.
Mhm.
By the time you get up to the ship and get the longboat put up there, then it's raining pretty hard now. The storm has gotten fairly not bad, but it's just raining really well.
So this doesn't look like any true dragon I've seen. I'm gonna guess it might not be. That doesn't mean it's not dangerous by any stretch of the imagination. It wants worship and tithing of food, any type of raw meat, and it's happy to stick with us as long as it wants to.
I have a question.
Sure.
Did it differentiate that it won't eat the crew?
Nope, it did not differentiate that at all.
Think he was gonna sit down and start his arcane recovery to get back the 3rd level spell slot he might need.
Okay.
Do we know how long it's been here? Like, have we been asleep while this thing was attached to the boat, or is it new and going to sleep's a bad idea?
At least a couple of days.
Okay, all right. So sleep has happened without anybody going missing.
Correct.
Okay, good.
But we also didn't know about it then.
Sure.
And maybe it... Now... Nah.
Do we know how it was attached to the ship?
Oh, I didn't see that, did I?
Seems like some natural ability it has to kind of just adhere itself.
I'm not sure.
I'm going to fish.
That sounds like an excellent idea.
I can go fishing. Syl's still sharpening her sword.
Callie twitches slightly, like,
He's gonna eat us.
It didn't say it would eat us. It just said it wanted food. That doesn't necessarily mean that we are food.
It also said it wanted anything raw.
Yeah, and
I don't like... And it called itself God?
Yeah, well, that's the part I have the most issue.
Yeah,
This is kind of blasphemy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's where I stopped being on board. Honestly, because that would be a little blasphemous.
Just a little.
No, we should tell the captain. I don't know that it has ill intent, but I don't think that its intent is good.
I think its intent is hungry.
I think that its intent is hungry is an apt statement.
Okay, Captain Morgan!
So she comes on over. Yes, Mr. Griffin.
Wants to eat us.
Doesn't want to eat us.
okay. To be fair, it didn't specifically say it wants to eat us, but it didn't specifically say otherwise.
It wants food. It did not specify that we are food. It just wants to be fed.
Specifically raw food.
Most food is raw. Fish are raw. Beef is raw.
People are raw.
It also wants to be called God, so...
Well, yes, that's the part I have a problem with.
That's the part you have a problem with, Miss Callie.
If it only wants to eat fish, I don't have an issue with that. Or eating beef or pork, I have no issue with that.
Do you have any proof that it will not harm the crew?
I could ask it. If we fed it,
Fed
different
what
things, if
do
it
you
would-
expect us to feed it?
fish. Fish.
We don't have the time or manpower to sit here and fish to feed a dragon.
I've already caught one.
I agree. I don't know that it is a true dragon as well. It looks more like an eel at best. And there's no wings.
True dragons, Miss Kelly.
Let's see. Of the 11 domains, each the chromatic and metallic dragons, birthed by.
Why do you make such distinctions?
I guess my religion, I suppose, and that is somewhat of an archaic view. Okay, I see your point.
I usually think about dragons is when you see it, look them up in the book, it has parentheses, dragon.
Okay, I understand. I guess I was semi hoping for a metallic or chromatic.
You were hoping for a chromatic dragon to be attached to our ship.
I get it. I wasn't hoping for that. I was maybe hoping for a nice dragon. I don't want to disturb
That-
anything that's just my opinion.
I don't believe that the color of one's scales determines your philosophical outlook, if you will. Don't you have a blue dragonborn aboard this ship? I don't believe you question his morals. And it is said by
The
many people that the
Dragonborn are not
dragonborn
dragons.
inherent. But many people hold the ideals and philosophies that those of us who are dragonborn do inherit the temperaments of our draconic lineage.
Temperament is not reality.
I agree.
Primart, your girlfriend's calling the captain racist.
Just don't talk about that. Oh shit, she can hear me.
I am not calling the captain racist. I am trying to expose the false dichotomy in her reasoning.
I'm sure she's real keen on being proven
What-
wrong.
I
I
want to know
technically-
where. I want to know where, out of character, Kelly. Where do you think that she has said anything that's wrong?
Tessa's being a dork, and my brain is
Okay.
not working very well, so I
Because-
apologize.
That's fine. Because she hasn't said anything other than questioning the idea that you wished it had been a chromatic dragon.
Callie also is firmly in belief that not all chromatic dragons are evil.
Not
She
all,
didn't dispute that.
but
She did,
evidence
you went on a whole
suggests
tirade
there's a
trying to
trend.
prove that when she didn't dispute it at all.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Sure.
Again,
Lady
surgery,
Morgan.
head not working.
Lady Morgan,
Captain Morgan.
have you seen any of these creatures ever in your
The
travels?
one described? No. Dragons? Yeah.
The one described, yeah.
No, I have not.
I would.
If you can communicate with it, ask it to leave. We need to be on our way.
I will certainly try.
and if it doesn't leave,
Well, luckily, I don't have to be all the way down there to communicate with it again. Now that I've seen it.
Captain,
my
I think
question
that's gonna go badly.
You have another suggestion, Mr. Brayfoot?
Scrape it off the side with a big pole.
How
That's
is
not
that
a good
better than
idea.
asking it to leave?
I don't know.
Asking it at least is polite. I understand your.
just if it doesn't want to leave, what do we do? Do we make it leave?
That is up to the lady.
Gods don't like to be told to leave. I don't think that's happening.
Well, this is why I'm thinking about the contingencies for this conversation.
GB uses those.
I didn't prep that spell today.
I can't do that just yet, but it's a word as well as a spell.
Well,
No matter. I do not wish to deal with stowaways today.
I understand. In case things go poorly, then I suggest you prepare your crew for a potential conflict.
My crew is always ready for potential conflict.
Would you prefer that I ask it to leave before or after the storm? I don't know how.
I would rather get this over with. We can get underway if we need to.
Very well. I will do as you have asked.
We still have water breathing for a little bit, right?
Yerp. 24 hours, I believe, is water breathing.
I prepared fireball today. I don't think that's going to help much underwater.
Wasn't able actually to prepare any of my spells because when I tried to in D&D Beyond, the Beholder appeared and ruined everything. Multiple times. So,
That's,
Yeah.
that's rude.
I thought it was rude as well.
Fireball does work fine underwater, by the way.
That surprises me. Good to know. Thank you.
No. They've said specifically that it does work. Spells should work just fine underwater. And I just think that it flash heats the water. Now, the only thing that it won't do, or fire spells won't do, is catch things on fire. Obviously,
Makes sense. I don't even think
what they
fireball
do,
does
they
that.
turn the water to steam. Flash heat it. Is how it's
Flash fry.
described. Flash. Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. Thank you. Thank you for that clarification, Logan. That's very helpful. Okay.
All right.
So, I would prefer to be ready to immediately fight when asking this, because otherwise it could just start attacking the hull of the ship, and then it's got a slight advantage on that.
It does have very impressive teeth. Very impressive.
I'd like to be ready to retaliate, and I don't
We
want
have
to have
ways of getting things off of our hull. It's not the first time that we've
Oh.
dealt with that.
Excellent.
I will have it prepared. It will take a moment to charge up.
Perfect. As soon as you let me know, then that it is ready, I will speak with the dragon again.
Is this
So
one
she
of
turns
those?
to her second and lets him know that they want to go to silent alert, and he starts running off, and all the crew start doing this kind of telephone game, getting ready and in positions and running around the ship. Thank you.
just during this conversation, has there been enough time for a short rest?
An hour? Don't you have spells that'll wear off in an hour if you take a short rest?
The only one that I've got is fly, which is the one I'm trying to get back anyway.
Telepathic bond, water walk,
Mhm.
I think.
Water walking.
The water walking will go away. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But that was ritual cast, right?
Correct.
Yeah. An hour is a long time. I don't know that the captain's going to want to wait that long. Unless you give her a good reason why.
I mean, an extra spell slot, and GB would also be able to get his back.
What is a spell slot? No starts bleeding.
If I ever go through a fight and I go through all of my spells, we are fucked even beyond imagining.
Okay, but GB, I get 2 of those.
Oh.
Yeah,
Maybe I should have cast a 4th level fly, so we...
maybe, but we didn't realize that we. I'm just gonna keep trying to carry this, because I'm just talking in my head while I'm doing this. I'm just gonna keep doing this, and if I get time, I get time. If I don't, I don't.
Alrighty. Well,
So about 10 minutes later, the captain comes to you, Callie, and says, "We are ready."
and she will go ahead and cast another sending. That's my. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, I think I might need to stop eating ice chips.
When should I throw my
They're
fish hole?
causing me discomfort. Now, if you like. Bloop. As Lark starts raining fish. Thank you for meeting with me earlier. It was a pleasure. However, the captain and crew of this vessel would very much appreciate it if you would move on. Unfortunately, I cannot provide enough tribute for you here.
Feed me the non-believers.
Yep. She's all on.
Seymour.
Definitely.
I just where my mind went to. Feed me.
I am motivated to kill.
We're gonna go do a murder.
I'm gonna have to waste another fucking sending to just say no. Shit, okay.
Or you can go down there.
We could also just tell him politely to get electrocuted or something.
How did that last sending go?
Captain, I would say that now is an excellent time to deploy your method of extracting ourselves. Just as a response
So
to
you
that
hear
sending.
this very loud. She kind of just turns her head just slightly. You couldn't even tell that she did anything at all. But the first mate immediately turns and pulls a very special twists a little special little knob on the wall near them, and you hear this very loud triple chirp go off into the surrounding, all over the ship, and every one of the crew steps away from the edge of the ship immediately. As they do,
the lever, Kronk.
GB
As they
hops a
do-
little.
lightning sparks from the front to the back of the ship over the entirety of the hull. This loud, just crackling lightning and thunder all the way down for almost a full few seconds. Just this horrible cracking sound.
That tickled.
Everyone's hair stands on end if you have it, and you feel
My
that
yarn is just.
that kind of that you feel that kind of static feeling all over. And next time you touch anything metal, it's going to shock you. So,
GB, you look
Frag
funny.
weapon charged.
GB's.
I should do this every day. I look awesome.
It's like
It's
when
like-
a bird.
It's
falls.
It's
Yeah,
intimidating,
make
right?
yourself
I make
It's
it makes
very
me bigger.
intimidating, yes.
Is that like a perm?
Oh,
Yeah. It's amazing.
I can't get wet now. Oh no.
Callie is waiting and listening and hoping nothing else happens.
Nothing seems to happen.
I don't think it has sending to tell me back if it's upset, so.
I think he's just gonna go put his book away and then just fly off the ship because he's still got fly and just try and have a look again.
So you go off the edge of the ship and look down, and it looks like it's still there.
Oh no!
I'm
Still
gonna-
attached?
Looks like it.
Still attached.
She turns and nods. That 3 chirp goes off again, and think of this time you actually see lightning go over the entirety of all 3 hulls from the outside. It sparks from one point to a next. Looks like there might be little magical runes or something all along the edge of the hulls that are hidden, as it just sparks down and over underneath the dragon, over the dragon, and everything. Seems to have no effect.
That is
He doesn't
doing
even move.
approximately bug kiss.
I would say that potentially, since it was kind of shaped like an eel, it might be completely resistant to lightning damage.
Oh, maybe we're charging its batteries. We should stop.
That's terrifying.
She frowns heavily.
Should I go cast lightning bolts at it? Maybe that'll help.
I wouldn't.
GB buddy, that's lightning too.
Oh, damn it.
I'm gonna talk to it.
Hurry
Okay.
up, Lark, because swords aren't lightning.
Hi God, it is me, Lark.
How do you talk to it? Do you go into the water?
Telepathy.
30 feet, so you still have to be on top of the water. Right? You're 30 foot.
Can he go
30
down
feet.
to the bottom of the hull?
Yeah, I think you have to see it.
I'll go into the boat again.
Okay, so you go down into the, and you look down into the water there, and so you go ahead. Give.
That was it.
G-
Hi God, it is me, Lark.
GB is flying nearby.
Saying,
Have you come to feed me?
There are no non-believers. Everybody believes in you. There's no food here.
If they believe, they will sacrifice themselves. Have you come to sacrifice yourself, Lark?
Yeah, sure. You could just come over here and yep, let go of the boat.
Okay. So it starts to peel itself away from the boat, the front half, and it starts to lift its head up out of the water and open its mouth and kind of present to you the opportunity to walk inside, which you can do with no option, with not even ducking.
Can I shoot it in the mouth?
Are you on top of the deck? You can see the top of the head from the top of the deck.
guys, now would be a good time to have an action plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, shoot at it.
I'm floating there. I'm just gonna go and stab its face.
So I could just step right into it.
You can, yeah. It's the mouth. The bottom of its mouth is right at the edge of your ship.
I'm gonna swing my axe at it. Feed it.
I'm gonna stab it.
All right. All right. Let's go ahead and roll it.
I don't know if that's what you wanted, Logan, but that's what you presented.
Lark, I think I need a deception check from you, please, to determine if you guys get a surprise rounder.
Was that perception?
Deception.
Oh.
Because you had no intention of actually feeding yourself to it.
All right, roll 20's not up yet, so I'm gonna roll my diehard dice.
That's fine.
That was a natural 20. So this is a 20.
All right, so you guys will get a surprise round. It actually believed that Lark was going to feed himself to it. Lark's naive nature, I think, that comes across sometimes, even if that's not true, or demeanor, not nature, demeanor. Yeah, so that came across and worked in your favor there. So you guys will all get the chance to attack before it gets a chance to do anything. But let's go ahead and roll initiative, and I'll get roll 20 going. We don't have a map. We're just gonna use it for initiative.
Logan, since I was joke sharpening my sword this entire time, could I also have been wrapping my rope around me? Like, still wanted to
Yes,
get down
I figured
there.
you were. I figured you
Okay.
were prepared. Yeah.
Okay. I did mime a harness at one point, but it was in the middle of conversation.
I saw you do that
Okay.
when I was fishing.
Yes.
Thank you, diehard dice, for my natural 20. Oh God.
Just give you guys an idea.
Oh my.
That's how big it is.
That's a big dragon.
Yeah, exactly. That's just about. Well, actually, it's that big. So
I love how
Big-
we're just
big chunk.
playing in a forest.
again, it's not just for you guys.
I know, but it's funny.
Oh, that's a nat 20 from me. So, but no, I don't have. I have a surprise round. You guys have a surprise round. He is surprised for this round. Everyone in the initiative? Nope, I got 3 people.
I did mine.
Because you cleared it, yeah.
Yeah, I had to clear it because
Oh.
it was from yesterday.
Mine was a 18.
I had rolled 21 total.
I got 19. I will.
What'd you get, Lark?
18.
Okay. There we go.
Think
its
of-
eyes are
boy.
shut. Ooh, now would be a good time.
I think you go first because you're faster than I am.
All right, Syl.
Okay, so how far down am
I'm on the deck.
Yeah, it's about 40 feet down. No, 50
that's
feet.
good.
40, something there.
I can run 40 feet. Can I fall 40 feet safely?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not safely,
No,
but yeah.
but yeah.
But you're leaping down. Do you want to leap onto its back, or do you want to go into the water?
Oh, on its back, definitely.
Okay, so it's only
Um,
about 30 feet down for that. And then
Who else is on the deck? Like, who's not in the water right now?
On the deck.
Just Prime Heart? Okay, yeah. Then I'm just gonna rage as my bonus action.
And then leaping down, you can always ignore the first 10 feet as you're jumping down, but then you'll take 2d6. So you take 5 points of damage as you land on its back.
Is that
but
5
not-
after you've halved it? So 2.
2. As you land superhero pose onto its back, and then go ahead and take.
Cool. Can I, as a free, can you take off a shield as a free action?
Mhm.
Or is okay? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I put my shield back and I two-hand my sword.
Okay.
The 19 to hit.
I suppose I should get that up. Find out. Hold on one second. I have it right here somewhere. There it is. 19 does hit, yes.
Cool. I feel kind of bad for the dragon right now with this sort of mournful, thoughtful music. It's like, but you don't understand my Wuthering Heights-esque suffering.
I just want to eat all the non-believers. Is that so hard?
Come on, it's
All the
you're just
believers.
judging me.
He just wanted to
Okay,
eat.
so
She
she swings down at it and does 15 slashing damage, and with a burst of light does an additional 12 radiant. And we'll take another swing for a 20 to hit, which is another 11 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And that is her turn. She's
Okay.
just on top of the thing.
As you land on it, and then each time you make a strike, lightning sparks from it and hits you.
Hey, of course.
We need to get closer. Shit.
For 12 points of lightning altogether.
And I am not resistant. Too late. All right.
All right. Finku.
So, this might be a bad idea, but if I'm doing an attack with my dagger, I would also do the booming blade because it's the same thing.
Okay.
But it's thunder damage, so we'll see if that actually matters. With it being surprised, do we get advantage? I don't know.
I think so.
I
yeah.
don't know how surprise rounds work, so
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay, I will. $17 plus 9, so 20.
Hits.
Do I bother rolling the thunder damage?
No, don't roll any thunder or lightning.
$21 points of piercing damage.
All right.
That... Oh, Figure's gonna disengage with his bonus action, just fly a few feet away.
How many? Oh, you do also take lightning damage when you strike it. 8 points of lightning damage when you strike it.
Good to know.
As lightning just kind of bursts off of it. And how far away do you go?
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay. GB.
Yeah, it's my turn.
How long is the longbow?
Probably 12 feet.
GB flies 30 feet away from the thing and gets
20
about
feet. About 20 feet.
okay, gets about 5 feet above the water and casts, grabs a little snakeskin glove with an eggshell in it, and as he lets go of concentration for Fly, he brings his paw down into the water, and at the same time, an arcane hand smashes into the dragon. A lot. 20, more than 20. 20. Sorry, 29.
What? That's a hit?
To hit. Sorry, to
Okay,
hit.
29 hits.
Ooh, wow. 27 force damage. And GB is now doggy paddling to stay afloat.
Did we not also have water walking on before we did all this?
You still do if it's within the hour, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
GB is
Logan?
standing on the water.
It's Fiku.
Because Zach is amazing and reminded me, I would have had to make a con save taking the damage for Fly. I rolled a 12, which is the DC of 10, so I'm still fine. Thank you, Zach. Also, sorry, I did have one question. Just at the end of my turn, could I have said into the brains that Thunder's not a good idea either?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Just so everyone knows. Thank you. Sorry.
Lark.
Yeah, I'm gonna swing my axe at it, feed it my axe in its mouth.
I mean, you're doing what you said.
Yeah, no, so ungrateful.
22 to hit. From hearing the
22
others,
hits?
that hits. 18 radiant and slashing, and then another 9 radiant. Do you want just the total numbers?
Yes.
27.
Okay.
And the next roll to hit was a 20 for a total of 25.
Perfect. From 2 attacks, you do take lightning twice for 16 points of damage. Callie.
Okay, Callie, seeing that her friends are much closer to this than she is, and she needing to heal them, needs to get a little bit closer. So, are there any like free ropes or anything just laying about?
Sure.
She's gonna grab one of the ropes and swing down onto the back of the eel's head, so she can be.
All right, give me a dexterity save, or dexterity check, an athletics check, or acrobatics.
Let's do athletics.
Okay, that's
And of course, it's my thing just closed, so I can't see what it was. 13?
13 gets you most of the way. You'll have to kind of drop the rest of the way. Take a little bit.
That's
of
fine. Monk ability. I won't. I'll just drop the rest of the way and slow fall it.
Oh yeah, you still fall, but as you touch it, you take 5 points of lightning damage.
So 2 points of lightning damage.
Sure.
I'm Brass Dragonborn.
Hey.
Bronze Dragonborn.
Bronze
Resistant to lightning
Brass
damage.
dragon.
Damn it.
Bronze Dragon.
Bronze dragon.
Okay, Callie, you
Bronze
said
dragon.
my
My dragon.
it was a monk ability, but I didn't hear it as 2 words. I just heard like your
Monk ability.
inherent monk ability just makes this really
Yes.
easy. Like that's what I was hearing it as.
My monk
Yep,
ability.
that's what it is. So yeah, so she gets onto the back of its head and is she'll take her 2 points of damage. And then just kind of touch it and inflict wounds. And I am almost out of 3rd level spells, so I'm going to do that at 1st level. Ooh, for a 20. It's a hit. I assume that hits?
A 20 does hit, yes.
So yes, so 17 necrotic damage.
And 8 lightning to you.
So
Is it 1d8 every time we hit
no,
it?
that's not a melee attack, Logan. That is only a spell
It's
attack.
a touch attack. Anytime you touch it
Okay.
or attack and hit with melee.
Is it a 1d8? I'm just curious.
No, it's D10.
So I was just confirming because I was not using a weapon to touch it, so that's why I wanted to be sure.
No, you're using your hand to touch it.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to clarify. Is it still storming, by the way, or no?
Oh, yes. Absolutely. It's gotten much worse.
Oh, good. So excited about that. And then as a bonus action, she is gonna go ahead and Radiant Sunbolt it further down the body.
Well, most of the body's under the water. You can cast them.
Oh, well then I'll just do it a little further down. It doesn't
Alright.
have to be that far. 18 to hit on a ranged spell attack for 8 radiant damage.
Okay.
That is my turn. Callie basically punches the air and does a flurry of monk blows, but instead of punching the eel itself, radiant bursts of these dragon heads come out of her hands and bite into the eel as radiant
Nice.
suns, basically.
Right near where Scylla's standing, which is awesome.
Just around her feet.
So she's standing kind of down there. Dance, Syl, dance.
No, they wouldn't hit, so I kind of got good aim.
I know. All right, perfect. So, Primarch.
Primarch knocks an arrow from his quiver of the bullymong, I think it's called. Bullywug, whatever it is. And he's going to say, "Swift death to you who have wronged me." To the creature, making it his sworn enemy. And he takes 2 shots. Does an 18 hit?
No.
Okay. So then the other one would have missed as well.
Okay. So Primarch takes 2 shots with the oath bow. Unfortunately, both miss their mark, just barely, and strike the longboat near Lark.
Since I hit with a certain number and he missed with a certain number, am I allowed to tell the group what the...
Sure.
Okay, so 19 is the AC.
Yep, that is correct. The ship is starting to move the harpoon guns and the cannons into position to be able to shoot at this thing. Very happy that you all are there to help keep it in bay. And then it is my turn. The dragon's turn. As the dragon sits there and starts to ripple down its body like it's starting to swim. Lark, I think, is the only one that's on the longboat, correct?
I'm on the longboat. Oh
And then
no,
you're
the
up
longboat's
above.
down below.
You're up on
Right.
the deck. Yeah. That's why I said that the arrow shot down at the longboat, because you're trying to shoot from above it. It starts to swim, and then Lark, you get an attack of opportunity as it swims up and into the sky and starts to swim through the air. Now, Callie and Syl, you have a choice. You can remain on its back, knowing
Hold
that you're
on.
going to take damage every round. Oh, do you have Sentinel? I figured.
I do have Sentinel, so if I hit it, it's not going to go anywhere.
You really meant that perfect. I can tell.
It's all right.
We still don't. Do we have advantage or not now?
No advantage.
14. Did not.
Ooh.
Did not
Oh,
get
God. I didn't think I was going to make that one. All right.
Logan.
So it starts to swim back and up and away. Yes,
Just
Finku?
DMG. Just about something.
Yeah, we don't need to be.
Okay. As long as
Yeah,
you're
it's
sure.
all right. We're doing theater of the mind, so because there's no reason
Okay.
to do it. It's okay. So it starts to swim up past Lark as he misses. So Callie and Syl, knowing that you're going to be taking damage every round that you're standing on this thing, and every time you hit it, do you want to stay where you are, or do you want to jump off as it starts to fly through the air?
I'm gonna look to Syl, and if Syl is
Syl-
staying,
Still
Callie
staying.
is
She's
staying.
watching on.
then Callie's staying because Syl needs someone to heal her, and I'm at least resistant to the damage it's putting out, so maybe I can hang on.
So as it kind of flies up and turns back towards the ship to evaluate if things go, it rears back and breathes a gigantic cone of lightning down over pretty much everybody in half the ship, other than Callie and Syl.
This was a good choice.
I think so!
What's up, GB?
I'm going to react and use absorb elements, lightning.
Okay.
I'm going to react
so
and
everybody-
do a similar thing with my nature
Okay.
ability.
So I need everyone to make a.
Please be dex, please be dex, please be dex, please be dex.
Dexterity saving throw, and you can see it coming.
$17.
10.
24.
Bark?
10, sorry.
Okay. Finku, you made it, which I believe means you take nothing.
Yes, sir. Because of my roguey, sneaky evasion things.
He's rolling a lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. 81 points of lightning damage.
For
Whew.
those of us who now have resistance to lightning, that's 40.
Correct. Is it resistance you get with that, or is it just we reduce it by?
It halves the damage.
It halves the damage.
Oh, okay. Because I don't think Primarch's ability is like that. Primarch, you get a certain amount.
I get resistance.
Oh, okay.
Me or anyone within 30 feet of me. I chose myself.
Oh, so
'cause I
several
got-
people on the deck as well. Oh,
No, just me.
It's not everyone. It's
It's
just you. Got
one
it.
person. When you,
Got it. Okay.
yeah,
And
and use your action to grant to one creature.
with 40 damage, Logan, I would have to roll a 20 Constitution save to.
Correct.
Okay.
I used my stone's endurance and reduced it by 6.
What does a nat 20 do anything?
Yeah, it succeeds.
Yay!
Congratulations. So several people on deck have dropped, and medics are starting to run out. The captain looks very frustrated and starts to walk into her cabin, and that's what's happening on deck. Let's see here. I think it is done. Let me see. It has a couple other things it could do. Yeah, it's going to stop there. And that's where we're going to take our break. So we will come back and finish this up in 20 minutes. We'll see you then.
How far in the air are we, just so I know?
At this point, not far. Oh, one of the last things that Syl notices is that the eel kind of turns and looks at the rope that is attaching Syl to the deck of the ship.
Oh gosh.
Because you did say you still had your rope on.
Oh yeah, I'm not attached to a rope at all. Shit.
No, but he does notice that before we end here. And that rope is 250 feet, I believe. So that will be the end of it. If he flies up that far, you would get pulled off pretty much instantly. So we'll be right back and see you then. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Countless Heroes, that crazy 16-player West Marches campaign, where I'm doing the opening bit in the middle. So I'm going to stop.
Yeah. Hi.
That's all right.
How are
It's
you
okay. I'm
Welcome
still good.
back.
Okay.
It's still good.
I am about to die.
No, you're not.
Nah,
We got you. We
I'm
got you.
fine. I'm fine.
we made far worse decisions than you did.
Well,
you're
I
about to
wasn't
die as
going
well.
to leave you alone. That was my only poor decision.
Understood. Understood. I'm internalizing. It's my fault.
No, it's not.
It's
It's
my
not
fault.
your fault at all. Don't even. I'm accusing you.
Alrighty. Well, let's run through our things. We're gonna do this. This is gonna be the super quick edition on our Saturday edition here. We're going to say thank you very much to World Anvil, our amazing sponsor. Go over to find the most robust, and we always do World Anvil first.
Well,
They're our first sponsor. They get to go first.
they also had some very exciting news.
Did they?
Yes.
I didn't hear the fallout of said news. What was the
What
official
news?
200,000
That's right.
users
They just
now
hit
on
200,000.
World Anvil. They hit 200,000 users. It's
Congratulations.
amazing.
200,000
Congratulations, guys.
users?
Yep.
200,000. Yeah.
Wow! Congratulations to World Anvil. I wish we'd gotten a press release or something.
They literally
200,000
Just
in
announced it.
Discord.
That
They
is
just-
crazy. 200,000 users. That is
Mhm.
amazing.
It's fantastic. We are so
That
happy
is
for it.
just incredible. It is amazing that we are affiliated with somebody like that. That is just
Mhm.
they are industry leaders, and that's just incredible. So thank you to World Anvil for just being so awesome to us, and in being as amazing and awesome as they are. Our big WonderCon meetup that's coming up would not have been able to happen without them. We got stuck with a little bit larger of a bill than we were expecting initially. The hotel had made a mistake in their initial quote to us, and we were going to have to cancel the party until World Anvil and Die Hard Dice both stepped up. World Anvil, though, in a major way, and put their money where their mouth is and helped us pay for that meetup. So thank you so much to World Anvil. They are amazing. We can never ever repay them, although we're going to try by promoting the hell out of them. And if you don't know what World Anvil is the most robust world building and campaign management software that exists on the internet. And I think 200,000 users sort of proves that they are a leader in that. And they will continue to be and continue to improve and grow as an international phenomenon in the gaming industry. GB, do you have something to say?
As frustrating as the sort of the mistake that the hotel made was, they have been very cool about it. Just after the mistake happened, they've been very accommodating, and I just want to throw that out there because
For the
like
most
they're
part.
also being helpful for the.
They have been. They helped us get approved by WonderCon, and they helped us work out how we're going to spend the budget and stuff. They've done a very good job so far. And the Hilton Hotel there, I've been very impressed with in the past as well. Last year we went to WonderCon as well. That's why we're very excited to be able to be working with them this year, and of course WonderCon as well. Thank you to WonderCon for the approval of our meetup as well. So yeah, lots of good things happening. All right, let's talk about Die Hard Dice.
One last thing. Hang on 1 second. Well, speaking of World Anvil, I believe our illustrious, wonderful Angela is going to be on their stream
I was going to talk about that after, but okay.
Oh, illustrious,
I was gonna-
glorious, wonderful, amazing, fantastical, stupendous.
Gorgeous.
I'm gonna be on a thing tomorrow. That's the
Yeah,
news.
Angela's on a thing tomorrow with World Anvil. I was
Noon
going to talk about it at the end.
PST, noon PST on World Anvil's Twitch.
Yep.
Talking about
Sorry, I
mythology.
didn't mean to steal your thunder.
Which we host the World Anvil stream, so that should be that should show up on right here on this channel as well when it comes to. But yeah, so go and watch Angela do that. We'll put a reminder at the end of this since I don't want that to be the last thing you hear. That way you would most likely be able to remember it. Also, Die Hard Dice. Go check out dieharddice.com. They have some amazing new sets that they've put out of these 2-color dice. They can't be beat. They're just incredible. If you'd like to know more about Die Hard Dice, you can go to dieharddice.com, look around, find some dice you like, put them in your wish list cart thing, and when you're ready to check out, use the coupon code Countless Heroes, all one word, for 15% off your order. Yes, Miku?
I just wanted to talk about the hard dice for a little bit
Sure.
because our friend and resident insane man Kyle, for my birthday, he got me a set of dice, which is very nice of him. But when that package actually showed up, they had put 3 sets of dice in that bag, and an extra metal dice in that bag, and some cool stickers, and a very nice note. And it was just the best thing about my day, and I had to make a tweet about it, so I did. And then I looked throughout all of their other tweets, and they do that so often, it's ridiculous. Like, they've got these moonstone dice, which, like, are so goddamn pretty in person. They're white and purple with numbers, and they kind of look like they're from space. They're just so fucking good. Sorry, I just wanted to say that because it literally made my day.
They're an amazing company. We can't guarantee that you're going to get extra dice in every order you have
No,
to make.
obviously
But
not. That
usually you
wasn't
will
the
get a
point,
very
but-
nice little handwritten note at least.
Mhm.
And they take very, very good care of the people that order through Catalyst Hero. So make sure you use that coupon code because that is how they know that we have people who listen and we are driving business to them. That's how we say thank you for all the work they've done. As I said, they also put money where their mouth was and sponsored us monetarily for this big meetup that's coming up. They've sponsored all of the beverages, the tea, the water, and things like that for this event. So they are, again, an amazing company as well. And we can't say enough about them. We would not be having this big meetup, and we wouldn't be where we are without them.
And those
So
stories
please,
just
go say
speak to the caliber of people that they are, and it's
No,
real.
And you should watch Twitter. The funny thing is they don't put anything out on their own about their own things that they do, which is probably the right way to do it. But there's a lot of stuff out there, and we retweet a lot of things we find about stories that they have done about dice and supporting the community and supporting people who've lost and things. They are an amazing company. Unlike any other, they go above and beyond more than anyone else that I've ever known.
Yeah,
So you need to take a look at Die Hard Dice. They are up and coming, and they will be an industry leader in no time. All right. So as Autumn says, she won a free set from here, and they gave her a free set on top of that as well. That's the type of people they are.
The fact is those kind of stories are put on Twitter daily, so it's not just people who they support. It's literally everyone. And they also had like little stickers that they just said that it was a nice little gift from the people who run it, and it's it was just very personal, and for a dice company you wouldn't expect that, but it was very much just appreciated.
And they send out hundreds of packages a week, hundreds, and they handwrite notes in every one I've ever seen. So it is they take the time to sit down. It must be hours of writing just to take the time and write personalized notes in every one of these packages. Sometimes they're simpler, sometimes they're more complicated, but they take the time, and they're just really incredible. So
I'm sorry,
all
but
right.
did you just say the orange and red set is on sale?
I'm sorry.
What?
No guarantees that our discount is going to go on top of that, but or is it available for sale? Is that what you're saying, or is it on discounted?
Maybe that it's now available.
I think that was the new set they were promoting past.
Yeah, that's what I was. They were teasing that set from.
Yeah, it may be that it's now available. So go get that. That is, I will be very honest. I am not a fan of red and orange as colorways for my dice. It is the first red and orange set that I have ever seen that I immediately went, I need these. So they're pretty awesome.
Spellbinder Inferno. Yes, they are on sale.
Ooh.
Nightfall, however, is out of stock.
I know. I was really sad Nightfall was already out of stock.
Looks like it's only the D20 Spellbinder that's available. Inferno. Yeah, it looks like it's just the D20 right now.
I just get it. It's so beautiful.
It is gorgeous.
No,
Okay.
the entire Inferno is on sale. I just clicked the link and it's right there, ready to go.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I
That
don't
looks
see it
so
on my
cool.
list.
Yeah, it is in
That's okay.
stock. Go, go, go!
Oh, and they're selling D10 sets now. They must have listened.
They are selling D10 sets now.
They heard me. I take
Mhm.
feedback very, very well, because I had said that in a few months we might start talking about adding some new streams, and some White Wolf streams are definitely on our
They-
list.
They have a
of things.
specific Vampire the Masquerade set.
Do they really?
Yes, they are red and black, so you can have your hunger dice and your
Where?
regular dice.
I don't see those.
That's
I'll
so
show them to
cool.
you.
They're
They
not
are
the D-
gorgeous.
They're
In
not
vain.
the D- Oh, they're probably under their specialty set because they should be under their D10s. Anyway, they're doing a whole website over. Ooh, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. They're talking about a website overhaul maybe sometime soon. Coming. So there's going to be some amazing things happening over there. They are. This is going to be the Die Hard Dice year. All right, let's move on. We're very proud to be part of the NerdSmith Network. Go check out all the amazing shows over there. We misspoke yesterday. The numbers have not quite been finished. We have, in our first year that we just completed, we have 50 creators creating 21 different shows, although a couple of those are in our vault now. But 21 different shows and over 1,000 hours. We thought it was 700 and something yesterday, but there's 1,000 hours. After calculating everything up and all the new people we've added, NerdSmith Network has created over 1,000 hours of content available right now over on their page. And then even more so if you go into our bonus content, which we'll be adding even more to too because of our big drive that's coming up soon. So we're very proud to be part of such an incredible group of creators creating so many unique and amazing things.
And part of that hours, a big chunk of those hours are thanks to this show and you viewers who sit with us and watch us play D&D all week long. So thank you.
Yes. GB?
If you were to sit down and try to watch that straight through, it would take 41 and a half days.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
in those
you can
41 and a half
you can watch a
days,
stream and listen to a podcast at the same time, I think.
Hmm.
So there's some overlap.
You could. I don't know how successful you would be at retaining both the stream and the podcast, but you technically
Also-
could.
in 41 and a half days, how much more stuff would go out, though, is the real question.
Well, there's that.
That,
So you'll never catch up. That's the problem. That's what
that
we're
is
saying,
pretty.
you can't-
This is pretty good because Jastra and my children are having to wait 200 days for their story to be complete.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Podcasts better than sending.
Very true.
One of the last things we wanted to say is just because we want to give everyone a heads up, and we're not sure when people will be watching or have a chance to. At the second week of April, after we get back from WonderCon and have had a week to kind of decompress, this show is going to go down to 4 days a week because on Tuesdays we have decided to turn one of our podcasts into a stream, just because it takes a little too long to put out as a podcast, and we realize we're falling behind and people really like it. It's a very popular show. We asked if they would mind if we turned it into a stream, and they were very excited about the idea. So Shenanigans is going to be coming to the NerdSmith Network as a stream. Shenanigans Live will be here the second week, the 8th, I believe, of April.
9th.
The 9th of April, I believe. And we're very, very excited for that. So, yes.
One of my favorite things about this show is that there are so many things that we are supported by, but we also support the Trevor Project. The Trevor Project is an LGBTQ youth support network. It has a suicide prevention hotline. It has a crisis prevention hotline. It's got lots of different services, educational outreach services, and the portion of any subscriber money or any bits that come into the network through this channel get funneled into a large portion of it gets funneled into the Trevor Project.
That is correct. And lastly, of course, please go watch Angela tomorrow on World Anvil at noon PST. You can watch it here or over on the World Anvil channel, which we'll link. Hopefully, Fennec is still here. We will link right now. Alrighty,
Come
guys.
watch me pretend like I know what I'm talking about. That'll be great.
That's all we do on any of these shows.
It's true.
Alrighty. Wow, so much for quick, but at least it was thorough. Let's go ahead and move back into game here. We are sitting just after the dragon had flown into the air, missing the Sentinel strike from Lark, and had breathed lightning down onto, well, everyone really. except for Callie and Sil, who are riding on his back still. Sil, it is your turn from standing on
Great.
top of it. You're going to take
Great.
8 points of lightning. That's 4
Okay.
after your discount.
I don't have lightning discount.
I have
only have
lighting
Oh,
discount.
that's the other one. So you take 8, and it is your turn. What do you do?
Ow. First. Then hold on. I put the wrong thing on. I am still raging as I am flying through. Okay, so I saw that it saw that I had a rope attached to the
Yes.
ship and attached to me. I mean, this is probably just a hand wavy question, but am I close enough to get to Callie?
You could run up its back to Callie. Callie's towards the head.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get closer to Callie. I want to
Okay.
get within, like, touch distance of Callie.
Because if you're going down, you're taking Callie with you.
Correct. I am not
She
leaving
is
her
well
up.
practiced.
And
Extremely well practiced at going down.
Can we not?
69 falling damage.
No, I
Nice.
hadn't written that one down in my
69
notebook. I was talking about the death part, but good to know.
Oh.
Oh,
All right,
it
so
got
you run
worse.
back towards
It got
Callie.
worse.
What do you do?
I would like what's the did the dragon just act? Oh, it's got a while.
Yes.
Okay, it's got a while. Yeah, I'm going to shit. Okay, I had a plan, but now it is unnecessary, or I have to wait for it. Yeah, I'm gonna just take swings. Question before I take swings. Can I latch onto Callie, like hold on to her as a free action, or would that be an action to do that?
What are you trying to accomplish?
That if it bucks me off,
That you're going to take Callie with you?
I'm gonna leave her
Okay.
alone. No, fine. I'm just gonna hit it.
Yeah, I mean, I would say you could, but you would then be technically grappling, so you'd be at disadvantage, I believe, on attacks.
I'm going to use my zealous presence and give out a really loud battle cry shout, and it's within 60 feet of me. How high up is the dragon?
It's about 50 feet up, so you get like Primart and Lark
Okay.
and Finku. You get everyone.
Okay, so everybody has advantage on their next round of attacks and saving throws, including Callie, and then I will attack twice. It's not letting me hit my battle. Come on. 25 to hit. And a nat 20.
Both hit, obviously.
So the first one is 16 slashing and 8 radiant. So that's 24 total. And then 35 total for the second hit.
Okay.
And that is my turn. Let me know what I have to take for those hits for lightning.
Yes. 11 total lightning.
Okay.
Finku.
Okay, so flew about 50 feet. I was 10 feet, so about 40 feet away from it, roughly.
Yep.
Gonna fly up 50 feet to be in its sort of face area, going, hey, look at me, look at me. Bonus action to summon my Shadow Blade, which I'm then gonna chuck at its face.
All right.
Just need to see cast Shadow Blade. So, okay, so this is an advantage to hit. Alright. Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Logan, is the ocean difficult terrain if you have water walking on?
No.
How far away is the thing from the where we are in the boat? Or down on the ground?
It's about 50 feet up from you.
Okay.
Okay, so it takes 10 points of psychic damage
Okay.
and 13 points of sneak attack damage. And Finker's just gonna yell out at this thing. It's like, hey, look at me, you fat crumb dog. And just trying to get the attention on him.
Okay.
And instantly summons Christmas.
What?
Christmas music.
Ooh, Christmas music is playing.
We gotta move. How about I
I
change
can't
that?
hear it.
I'm gonna change that folder to Xmas music so it's at the bottom of the folders.
Or just remove it.
True.
We don't need it.
Sorry, I was
Do
up
I
there
get
next
to
year,
roll like to get its attention or not?
Sure. Give me a persuasion check.
Okay, I'm sure this is gonna go great. Do I get advantage from check still?
No. You get saving throws and attack rolls.
Well, that's good. That's a
7. Noted. You done?
yeah. I'm done.
GB.
Oh gosh.
GB starts running towards so that he's within 60 feet of the thing. So I think he's got to get closer to Larkin Prime Heart. But as he's doing it, the hand comes up, just sort of streaks at the thing's backside and tries to hit it. And I guess that's a spell attack. So still, that counts for your advantage giving thing.
It says specifically advantage on attack rolls and saving throws. Does not specify weapons.
Good thing. That's a 25.
Okay. That hits.
For 21 force damage. And that was a bonus action and movement for an action. GB pulls out a little vial of... it's got a small stone in it and a little bit of dark sort of dust is just sort of coating the stone, and he concentrates on it. He sort of puts it in his jaws, and a beam of green light springs forward. I need a dexterity saving throw for my disintegrate. DC 19.
Dexterity save?
Correct. DC 19.
10.
Oh, that's a terrible roll. 71 damage. Force damage?
Force.
Yeah, force damage. So GB aims for right where his fist was punching it, and right in there. And that is all of my turn.
71. All right.
That was a good hit. 30 GB.
So very good hits.
That was 92. That's good.
Yeah.
Bark.
I'm done.
That was very impressive, GB. I cannot reach it. I need a hug. And I proceed to hug myself, reaching and kind of reaching back and including Dermot, and I lay on hands and feel better after.
All right. Anything else?
That's an action, and I no, I'm staying on the boat. I mean, safe
Okay.
as
Yeah.
safe as anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Kelly.
Okay, so Lark, you said is within 60 feet of me.
50 or so. 50 or so. Okay.
Correct.
Awesome. Okay, so Kelly's gonna look down at Lark and see that he's looking kind of bad.
Well, better
and
now.
Look at Zekanar's staff in her hands and go, okay, let's see if you work. And I haven't used it, so it's all 5 charges of
Okay.
heal. So it'll be 120 points of healing.
Okay.
She expends the staff to
Okay.
use it.
Does it?
I gotta roll a d20
Does
and
it
hope that I
replenish?
don't roll. It will replenish, yeah, one
Okay.
charge per day. If I
There's
don't
a
roll
chance
a
of-
1.
I was gonna say there's a chance it'll.
Yeah, there's a chance it breaks.
Why not just use 4? Oh god.
And
Because you need
you
to
would have
spend-
seen.
It
You would have seen
automatically
me hugging
expends all
myself
charges.
too.
Oh.
I don't know if it
Yeah.
matters.
So Kelly, he was no longer weary at the end of his turn.
Oh, he wasn't?
He had healed himself. He gave
Okay,
up.
yeah.
never mind.
You saw me.
I didn't know how much that healed him.
Feel
It took him.
better.
It took him a second to turn off the weariness.
Okay. Then I won't do that.
Okay.
I was just concerned.
Some of it's fine. I just not all 5. That's you would have known not to do that.
I can't choose how
Oh,
many to
Gotcha.
spend.
No problem.
If I do heal, it's an all or nothing. Whatever's left on the staff, it goes. But thank you for letting me know you didn't look weary, because that definitely changes what I would. So yeah, never mind. Feel a little better now. So I apologize for that.
It's all right.
So in that case, she's going to go ahead and is going to cast Guiding Bolt at 2nd level into the head of the creature. So it's a ranged spell attack,
Which you then have advantage on.
and I don't have to hopefully take damage for doing it. So 21 to hit.
That will it.
So that is 16 points. No, that's too much. 14 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And then we'll go ahead.
No.
And do another Radiant Sunbolt as a bonus attack.
Nice.
Okay.
Logan, my hand has hit the thing twice, and I forgot to ask for electricity damage when you're ready.
Your
Okay.
hand. You actually walked up and touched
No, Big B's hand. The arcane hand.
it. It doesn't do. Shouldn't do electricity damage through that, do you?
No, it to,
No,
the,
to the
hand.
hand.
The hand has hit points.
Oh.
I'm sorry to interrupt,
Please,
Callie.
please, teacher, give
So
us
that's
homework.
12 total. And Callie, you're not hitting it. You didn't do
Correct,
anything. to
both
hit it,
those
right?
were raged.
But
As
you
well-
were standing on it, so you take 9 from standing on, which is 4.
Okay, but still, I need to know if the second attack is also at advantage.
Yeah, all your attacks. All your attacks and saving throws.
So
Until my
18,
turn.
which didn't hit, but at least it's not a natural one. Okay, cool.
Correct.
That's all I needed.
Yeah. Correct. Speaking of Logan, I don't get advantage. I made a mistake, so let's just say that my attacks were reckless, so you can do what you need
Okay,
to
sure.
with that. Since I rolled that nat 20 at advantage,
It's
so
fine.
I want to keep it, but I'll let you get advantage on me.
That's my turn. She'll link arms with Syl fully.
Okay. Primarch.
Primar is going to take 2 shots at the dragon. The first one is a 26 to hit.
26 hits.
So it would take 14 points of piercing and 6 points of poison. If it's affected by poison. And the second one is a 20 to hit,
Yeah,
which
hits.
is 12 points of piercing and 1 point of poison. And that's my turn.
Okay. All right, that's your turn. As Primarch, you're doing this casting from behind you, the captain walks out of the captain's quarters, carrying a very large rifle with her, and she turns and aims it up at the head of the dragon and takes a single shot, which
That's hot.
which strikes it in the eye. And it just kind of winces and kind of twitches as the eye just kind of shuts and seems to be partially blinded, very unhappy with that strike. And the captain just kind of puts the gun to the side at that point and just watches. Its turn. It is turns to Finku.
Hi. Hey, glad this
Let's
works.
see. Let's see if this regenerates. No, it did not. All right. So
This is what I
it's
wanted.
going to make all of its attacks except its tail slap on Finku. The tail slap will go onto Syl. So let's do the tail slap on Syl real quick, which is a 15, which does not hit.
It does.
It-
I don't have
Oh.
I don't have my shield up. I
It
took my
would also
shield
have
away,
big
so my AC is a 15.
advantage. It also
Oh
be-
right, because you said I was at advantage, right? I got lower. I could have. There are two numbers that were lower, and I got lower.
It's
All
okay.
right,
I'm
so,
resistant to bludgeoning. It wants to hit me.
well, that's good. You should take 30 bludgeoning,
Down to
which is
15.
15, and then 8 points of light.
I have miscalculated this.
Oh, it also pushes you 10 feet away.
Well, Callie's holding on to me, so.
So Callie
Say
makes
I
strength
linked
save.
arm. Make strength save? Okay.
A broken arm, you say?
Right?
Oh, that was mean.
11.
Nope.
Save?
So
You got
Syl-
advantage on it?
Oh,
Oh, 25.
There you go.
All right. All right. So you hold on to Syl as she almost gets whacked off the back of the heel. And Finku, it's now going to make its bite attacks against you.
Sorry, Finky.
Countless fears. No, I did this to myself. I was hoping it would get its first weapon
24
back.
for the first one,
Yeah.
and a 26,
Yeah.
and then a nat 20. So,
Can I
let's
do
see
the
here.
thing with hero dice?
You have to do it before the attack. You can't do it after the attack.
Okay, that's a
Yeah.
change.
Once I declared that it was trying to attack you, you would have had to say you wanted to use a hero die to dodge the attacks. That's what changed.
your dodge
in the
be
new,
uncanny?
Well, one of them can be.
Might
So
I
it would've been
suggest
the,
the
it would've been
last
the-
one?
It would have been the last one because you would have had to declare it before the other attacks were tossed out.
Well, no, it's when I take damage, I can do that.
Am I good to start rolling damage?
Yeah.
All right, the first one is 32 bludgeoning and 10 lightning.
In which it's kind of like casting.
Sorry. I rolled the wrong. Sorry. Hold on. So it is a 26 lightning and 10, or so 26 piercing and 10 lightning. Sorry.
So 36 total. That's fine.
Next bite was
Well, 1 second. Because I have to make.
Are you reading my book?
No, I'm concentrating on
Okay.
flying, and if I stop flying, I'm gonna fall.
Still gonna get another hit, son.
I'm aware, but I'm seeing if I fall. So how much was that? That was
Be 18.
18?
36 divided by 2.
I'm still up on that one, just about.
Okay. The next one is only 21 points total after the light. That's only DC
Again,
10.
again, still fine.
Okay, and the last one,
Uncanny dodge!
which does what?
Half my damage.
Okay.
Because now I'm below half, so yeah.
Noted.
Go ahead and put your heart up.
I'm doing it.
80 points flat after adding everything together, so 40 after your uncanny dodge.
Finku's heart is as small as he is. Oh,
And then when you're done with your flying constitution save, I need 3 constitution saves.
1 second. So 40.
They're all at advantage.
No, I said 40 damage
Correct.
for the last hit.
I
All
was
right.
I was responding
So
to people's
that's-
faces.
Okay, so that's 20 for.
Fly.
Unlikely, but we'll see how.
You have advantage.
I rolled an 18 plus 2.
There you go.
Okay, I'm still flying.
So now I
So-
need 3 constitution saves.
Understood.
All at advantage.
Good call.
17.
Well, you failed the first one, so don't bother rolling the other.
Okay.
As you plummet to the ground, because I think, well, maybe not. I'll have to look this one up. But for 4 rounds, you are paralyzed, which means I don't think you can fly anymore, even if you have a fly speed. I think a paralyzed creature, it becomes incapacitated, which means they drop.
You can't
to the
take
ground.
actions or reactions of paralyzed, an incapacitated creature. It doesn't say they can't move.
I'm pretty sure. Let me check.
Well, I remember I
But
spent
it's-
4 rounds incapacitated against the King of Secrets. It doesn't say anything about movement.
Yeah, and you were prone.
I don't think I was.
Even if his speed goes to 0, it's not like he's using
Either way.
aerodynamics to fly.
If your speed goes to 0, any flying creature drops to the ground. It says
Oh,
that
okay.
specifically.
Neat.
I'm fine to do whatever. It's just it didn't say it on the thing. But if that's what you want to do, that's fine too. Wait, actually, I've got 1 hero die. I'm gonna spend it and see if I make this. It's a D8 now, isn't it?
Correct.
Plus 5, 22.
Being incapacitated ends concentration, so you fall anyway.
With a 22, do I save?
That one, yeah. So you need to make 2 more.
Oh, good. Nope.
Okay. So on the second one, you start to fall. It gets its 3rd bite in as you fall, paralyzed into the water below you.
Just out of
Think you
curiosity.
can still breathe it.
Just
Still
out of-
water walking. He just
So-
hits the ground like land.
Good to know.
Okay.
Slam.
Thanks,
Okay.
Prime Heart.
would this be
Whoop.
considered an attack against?
It made 3 attacks against him, but this
No, I
is not,
meant
the save is
The
not an attack.
ground.
No, it's not an attack.
Good, because
Attack-
paralyzed people have it's crits and stuff. So.
So that's 20 points of damage from hitting the ground.
I got you, Finko. Just wait a minute. I got you.
Cool.
When Syl and Callie got pushed, did they fall?
No, I held her.
Nope.
I held her on.
Dude, you're down to 1.
I made.
No,
That's
that's
amazing.
before the damage.
Oh shit.
Oh no!
I am just trying to figure out how to make myself
Face
black and
plant.
white.
I got you.
I was at
I
1
got you,
HP before
Sparko.
this.
Sparko Cam.
Yeah, I'm in effects.
It's in the color tab.
Oh, is it?
Color tab,
Yeah.
and then there's a scroll, a
There's-
bar down
Yeah, there's a bar at the bottom of it.
under
Yeah,
style.
at least you're not sinking to the bottom of the ocean. So that's
That's true. That's very true.
Very true. You're still within range of me, so this is good.
still.
There you go.
We need to get down.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
I agree.
Just push Callie off.
Callie would
Um,
be fine. Well, no, it's only the first 20 feet. That's right.
How would
With your MC Hammer parachute pants.
how would disengaging work if you were jumping off a dragon?
It technically
Would
works.
that be a thing? Okay.
Yeah.
GB, catch us!
Well, kinda. What was that face, Andy? Was that a don't do that?
If you delay your action, he could use his hand to grab.
Yeah.
if you
I
think
mean,
he will.
Hey, it would have been great if I
The
if I'd
ultimate
cast
trust
Featherball.
how far are we from the rope catching?
Not far at all. I mean, it's nowhere near. It's a big loop. It's still touching the water. 250 feet. Yeah, it is long, right?
Okay.
There's nowhere. You got 200 feet to go. He'd have to take 2 full moves to 2 full moves to get away before it would snap. So you got a long time.
Okay. I don't want to take any more damage, but I want to keep hitting it. So I'm going to I'm gonna pull out my wand of magic missile and expend 7 charges on
Okay.
and all that damage is 4 plus 8. 7 damage. So
Okay.
darts is 10. First
Fine.
2 first it does 3 darts, and then the other 5 charge.
How many charges plus 2?
Right.
How many
9.
charges plus 2?
6 charges plus 2 is 8. Yeah, but if I roll 7,
You said 7 charges.
6 of the 7 charges. I said.
Okay.
Oh,
I
it
thought you
cut
said
out.
you used 7 charges.
Sorry, 6 of the
Yeah,
7.
so that's fine.
charges.
6 is fine.
Okay.
So 8.
27 force damage.
Got it?
And I take a health potion as a bonus action. Cause okay.
Is that it?
That's all I can't attack again. I thought we established it.
You can
We can jump.
Okay.
you can jump.
Fine. I'll take my bonus action to take a healing potion, and then I'm gonna fucking jump.
All right. Now, do you jump off the side of the rope, or do you jump off the other side? So the rope loops around the top of the creek.
Yeah, I do that.
Okay. All right.
I'm 500.
One requires you to say ballyhoo, the other doesn't.
Okay. All right. Well, then Ballyhoo.
All right. So you leap off the rope, kind of dangling and whipping past Callie's feet as you plummet down to the ground. Taking.
Wait, I'm still holding on to Syl, so does that mean I'm going with Syl?
If you don't let go, which is I'm not gonna. She can. You said you looped your arm, so my guess is she can just unloop it. You're not holding still. You don't have her grappled. Your arm is just looped, so she can get out of that easy.
I might just follow
she
the rope
wants
down
to.
on my turn, is what I'm thinking.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna do something dumb. You can come with me. And she lets go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she will let her make her own life-altering decision.
So you land on the ground, taking 23 points of damage from hitting the water.
That's bludgeoning.
I'm gonna do something dumb.
11.
I just did that.
Thank you.
Hello,
Dragonborn
sir.
girlfriend on top of a dragon
Go ahead and
by
make a
yourself. That's
Gee.
flashback.
Where is Finku?
He's around.
I've
Over
got
there,
him,
over there,
GB.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just hit him. And
I see him.
his paw just sweeps across, and he tries to hit the thing again. Nothing gives me advantage this time, unfortunately.
No.
I DM the result, Logan.
Okay.
13 probably does not hit.
No.
well then, stupid hand, go away.
And
Hey, you. Come down here.
and he casts Earthbind.
Okay.
DC 19 Strength save as energy loops start. These yellow stripes just start trying to pull the thing down to the ocean.
Or to the ground below.
Hi.
Thunk.
Not again!
So
From hurts.
the I get a strength save.
Correct.
So you do that, and these bindings start wrapping around it, and so the spell has succeeded, except it doesn't seem to be affecting it. GB, as you think more and more on it, or maybe later you think about it, it's not actually flying. It's literally swimming through the storm. It uses its swim speed, very specifically detailed out, and your spell removes a fly speed.
Stupid magic. That's my turn.
Sometimes GB just sounds like a crotchety old gnome. Like,
Oh, I'm
Get
using the
down
voice
here.
again. Yeah.
Lark,
How far away is Finku on top of the water?
20 feet.
20. Okay, so I'm gonna go over to him.
Okay.
And kneel down and say a prayer to Ursali and use a 3rd level cure wounds. 12 hit points.
Hey.
You're up.
Yes.
And then, as a bonus action, I think it's a bonus action. Yeah. A translucent. He starts getting wrapped in a bunch of petals, flower petals, and a shimmering field appears around him, and he's now shielded with faith. Finku is.
Nice.
Oh.
You're shielded.
Callie.
Okay.
That's a +2 AC.
Callie's going to wait for the pain bubble to pass. And seeing Finku down and then starting to breathe again, is going to grab a hold of the rope that Syl went down with him and start sliding down it as she pulls the staff out and expends the charges.
The opposite side, right?
The opposite side,
Yeah.
yes.
Follow me.
So, still, no.
No, the other way,
That-
the other
that's
way,
on the other
other
side
way.
is slack. needs to
Gotcha.
use you as a
Yeah, sure.
as a counterweight. So
Yep.
still, you just feel a little bit of a weight kind of lift off of you. Not much, not enough to lift you, but it's like woo, you get that rising feeling as Callie starts to slide down the rope on the other side.
Yeah.
I'll just say that prevents all the damage from it. You just glide down that with your slow fall and stuff and your monkeyness.
I don't have slow fall. I forgot that I had lowered my monk levels, so I cannot slow fall. So I will take a little bit of
But
damage.
I'm not worried about it. With this,
Okay.
I'm not worried about it. We're just this is a cinematic
Okay.
moment. You just slide
Your
down the
monk
rope.
ability.
My monk ability.
Your monk ability gets you down to the ground, but it does take your move. What do you do after that?
She's expending the charges in the staff on Finku.
Okay, you're gonna heal the crap out of Finku.
So it'll
130
heal
some odd damage.
120, 70 base, and then plus there's 5 charges, so plus 10 for each charge, so 70 plus 50 is 120.
It
More than
doesn't
hit
matter.
points.
It doesn't matter.
Plus,
Can't
Callie
I
heals,
can't
right?
do any less.
Plus Callie heals.
Plus
So-
Cali heals, yeah. So an additional he'll be full up basically.
I need to get you that document.
So yeah, I'm rolling my d20 to hopefully it doesn't explode on me the first time I
20.
have to roll a d20, and on a 1 the staff expires.
Okay.
That's what you said. A 12. It's fine. It just doesn't have any charges. So Finku gains 120 hit points. He's back at full. And then as my bonus action, as I've done that, I see still and I cast Healing Word at 4th level. As I'm flying by. Heading for the ground to hopefully assuage Prime Heart's fear about his girlfriend dying on a dragon once again.
All right.
Most people die on hills.
Prime Heart.
Primeheart is going to
Oh.
cast Healing Word on himself. Just kind of whispering as he's following the dragon with his bow, and take 2 shots.
30 points of healing to self.
Okay.
Fabulous. It was 30.
A 26 to hit.
Basics hits.
It takes 15 points of piercing damage and 6 points of poison. And then a 19 to hit. Takes 22 points of piercing damage and 5 points.
So total of the 2. Can you give that to me?
23, 34, 45, 50 points of damage.
So somewhere between Prime Heart's strikes and hearing the captain holler out, "Eyes upward!" And then as you do, and you kind of look, anybody who does turn, look at either her or the dragon, she turns slightly away and puts her hands over her eyes as the dragon's eyeball explodes. As Prime Heart's arrows hit it underneath the neck. This loud popping sound from the dragon's head, and the dragon comes crashing down into the water below, nearly hitting Finku and Lark, but not quite.
Well, the rope went slack.
And the rope was already slack. It wasn't that far away.
I got Aiku on me.
Oh, that's a
Um,
nice kind of poem.
Is it dead?
It's very much dead.
Okay.
Callie, are you okay?
I'm good.
Primarch stows his bow and just
I'm-
begins to pray, like apologizing for killing a dragon.
Yeah, Kelly is doing the same, kind of like, I'm so sorry that we had to kill this dragon. Alumir, Aruna. I'm sorry for killing one of your children.
He was kind of a dick.
I can't believe that asshole kept flying. God, I have to work on that spell.
Why am I an asshole? I was just trying to keep its attention.
You weren't an
So-
asshole.
Sil goes to Finku to check on him.
I'm fine.
GB goes to Callie to check on the staff.
Is it okay?
It's okay.
You all can
It's
come back
okay.
up so I can heal you. Thank you.
I am on my way.
I turn to a nurse crew member. Are you hiring?
You need to talk to the captain.
I just wink.
Primart retires from all the drama.
He's like, that was the last time I'm going to see Callie on a dragon. That's it. I'm done.
No, it won't. No, it won't.
Next time
I'm so glad he knows that it is not the last time that he
Not
will
the
see
last
Callie
time.
and a dragon. Hopefully next time it will be riding it with joy and glee because it's a friendly dragon.
She wants a Falcor yeah moment, not a please don't knock me off into the ocean moment.
It was kind of like Falcor, except it was more eel-like than
And
big,
we were
fluffy.
screaming instead of shouting.
I don't know. He does give him a bit of a sheepish grin, like, yeah, I know I stayed on the dragon, but it's okay. I had an exit strategy.
The creature starts to sink down into the depths of the ocean.
Not like it was.
Hey, we got
gonna
bait.
loot.
It will feed the whales.
There you go.
Okay.
At one point, Syl gets knocked off her feet as it seems the rope is attached to it somewhere under the ocean.
Oh god.
But not heavy enough to pull her down. It's not large enough in the water. And you're able to pull it back up if you wish.
Yeah. Yes, I would like to do that. At least just to get the whole rope. I don't want to bust everybody's rope doing this.
He pulled it up, it got tangled in his teeth when it fell.
Does this dragon like eat its hoard, or where does it keep it?
Oh. I
We
think
should
it
check the bottom of the boat.
Oh no, I think it's probably in its belly. Let's take it. Let's go inside. Let's be fun.
Oh heck yeah.
You want to go spelunk inside a dragon?
Yes.
And the next
What
one
about a
we meet,
spunky
we'll
dragon?
have
What?
raw meat to feed the next one.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Hey.
I'm just checking for treasure. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna go about doing this. Look.
I don't know either. You better come up with something good.
How
Because this
big
thing's trying to
is-
sink.
Right. How big is the dragon?
100 feet long.
length and okay.
Cast water walking on it as we pull
I
it
don't know
up.
if you can do that on a dead
I don't think it's a creature anymore.
I don't know.
Bring it back to life. And then
I could do that. I can do
No.
that.
No, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Morgan, do you have a hook thing? to
We
pull
could
things?
drape it across the boat.
I don't know that the captain wants it on her boat.
It's fair. Hold on. I'm thinking.
You could tie the rope around you to the boat, and then we just swim out when we're done.
I could just magic missile it with all of my spell slots until it has a small hole in it that we can get inside.
I can make a 12-foot rowboat.
Okay.
We have a long boat.
Right, we could balance it between two boats.
I don't think
Yes,
that's gonna
Callie?
work.
Can I control water it up out of the depths by pushing it back up to the surface real quick?
sure, how long can you maintain concentration on that?
Let me check. Let me check really quickly.
What was that, Zach? Couldn't hear you.
Can't hear you, Zach.
You have that spell too. I remember that.
I think it's 1 hour
10
concentration.
hours. 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
10
Close
minutes,
minutes.
okay.
Yeah.
So back to back, maybe with Primart, and then Callie gets us 20.
Sure. So
Correct.
so they can be pushed up halfway out of the water, allowing someone to crawl inside of it if they wish, looking for hidden treasure.
Oh, Finku.
This feels
I-
a little
I am
Wrong.
the small one. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm fine with
Do you
going.
have if you have a sincere moral objection to taking something from the dick that tried to eat us, then
You could also just gut it and cut it open.
that's true.
Let's gut it.
Was that Primeheart saying no? He doesn't have a moral objection.
Exactly.
Okay.
GB turns
When-
into a giant shark and starts eating bits of it off so that he can get it
Perfect.
a hole enough to get us in.
Okay.
I will help as well. But
I'm just gonna do
wow,
the same.
that's intense.
Shark! Attack it!
Oh my God.
This GB.
Oh.
It's GB.
As they're working, Sill's talking to Callie.
It seems to me that it was just kind of, blaspheming by calling itself a god. So I don't think you should feel too bad about.
Literally the
About
only
cut-
reason I don't mind doing this.
Okay.
So GB, as you're in there in the water, after a few minutes of this, you do notice that there seems to be some other predatory sharks kind of circling around the ship.
Bring it.
I don't think they understand you, but they seem to keep
Bring
their
what?
distance, keeping away from your vessel and the dragon as it were. You guys cut into it and you find basically fish and other animals, and a few
spoils.
seals, and no treasure. The idea that maybe this creature doesn't keep treasure, or if it did, it might keep it somewhere else.
Okay. Well, I think at this point it'll attract all the predators this way, and we can go the other way, and maybe that'll help a little bit.
I found a sword. Fish.
Help, Andy!
So
Stop doing that, Andy. Be nice. So presumably we let it sink into the water
Yes.
after.
And the
we've
sharks do go after
established
it.
this.
Afterwards,
I
as you guys are
retreat.
just kind of wrapping up, the captain hollers down, "It's time to move on."
Yes,
As
ma'am.
the storm is starting to clear a little bit, and you guys are getting longboats hooked back up. So, what are you doing with your 12-foot boat? Oh, you didn't need that. Never mind, you didn't need that.
I didn't end up pulling the
yeah.
patch.
And you
So
guys
close.
make your way up on top of the ship.
So close to using a patch.
It'll happen one day.
One day we're gonna need a window.
Wait, isn't there patches?
It's gonna be
of-
my fucking time.
Isn't there patches of rope on that?
Yeah, but that's one 50-foot rope. We had a bunch, and why waste the patch?
Fine.
Did it use my entirety of the 10 minutes to keep the dragon afloat?
No.
I used the rest of it to make an escalator with water up to the side of the ship.
And GB rides in shark form.
GB's
Oh.
jumping the shark.
No,
He is the
he
jumping.
is the
shark.
jumping shark.
Syl, and this is something we can do later, Logan. Syl, remember, she does have one patch that is useful of any kind, and she pulls the scroll of 1st to 3rd level spell. It's a spell of 1st to 3rd level that we can just randomly figure out what that's
Okay,
going to be.
we'll do
But
that.
she hands it to GB, and it's like, oh, here.
You also have a bag that you guys should be pulling from every day, and
That's true.
That's true.
I wanna
Let's
remind
do
you guys of
that.
that. But we'll get to that.
Okay.
So,
So we've got 21 items from it, then 23.
no, it's 1 day per game in game. Assume any other day it's a crazy mundane item that doesn't really matter. It's something stupid, a candle or a
A
float.
window.
A plunger.
Candles are cool.
Yeah, it is
I get
ridiculous.
upset
It's
when
only
there's a window.
it's only in-game ones that we're gonna roll on the chart because it literally can be anything. So we will get to that.
Cool.
Okay.
If it's a day ever, I claim dibs on the dragon egg.
Okay.
Just
Understood.
You living it.
I understood it. The robot dragon wants a robot dragon egg.
Right, yeah.
Well, I could make a robot dragon. It could be easy. It'd be clockwork, and it could open, and a little dragon would go, "Wow!" It'd be fun.
It'd be fun.
It'd probably be pretty small, and it might cost a bit to make, but I could do it. think who helped me.
I could do that.
Sorry, I am red at the moment, so I apologize.
Try disconnecting and connecting again. I just did that. Oh no, it went red again. Never mind.
Might be because we're in Central. I'm red too.
You can change if we need to.
I'm gonna try it.
Be right back.
I don't think we go.
That any better?
Yeah, much
Yeah.
better.
We went to East Coast, so we'll see if that helps.
Hey,
Welcome.
y'all are welcome.
Glad to have you.
So go ahead and roll. Is whoever wants to play with that bag while you guys get relaxed and back into it. And you have another week that we're talking about your last travels here after dealing with the shark. So somebody go ahead and roll whoever's going to reach into the hag bag and pull out a random item today. And nothing bad has come out of it yet at this point. So
I'll
Thank you. You died. Kinda.
Okay.
Why don't you
So
try?
my present is a bag item. Okay, sure. What do I roll for this?
percentile.
Okay.
And if you wanted to find out where you get dice, where you could roll percentile, they have 10 D-sets of... No. They have 10-sided dice at Die Hard.
Die Hard dice. There you go.
And I did die hard. I fell into the ocean and smacked myself when I had 1 hit point, and I rolled a
so.
75.
Clark, save
Roll
you.
with the best.
Yeah. I was just like, hey, I'm at 1 hit point. Let's see how long this lasts. Oh, it's not going to last. Because it's, as soon as someone said, oh, you've got water walking, it's like, oh no. I'm gonna fucking eat shit.
As you reach in and pull out a very small box, falls to the ground. It feels like it's made of paper, almost. It's maybe a half an inch by 2.5 by 3.5 or so, and it's just a little box. Got some pattern on the front, kind of a deep burgundy color with some gold filigree work on both sides of it. Little opening on one end, this little flap.
I think who would open it.
As you open it, inside there are it looks like little ridges inside, some sort of little slips of pieces of paper or something. It's a little smaller than you're used to, but as you kind of inspect it more, you see it's a deck of playing cards.
Oh, God.
How many cards are in the deck?
So you pull them out and start to count them, and it's 51.
Oh, good.
There's a card missing.
Which card's missing?
Let's have a look, and Fuku's gonna go to the deck.
As you start to go through them, the only 2 cards that stand out before you figure out which one is missing are the King of Heart and the King of Diamonds, as they look like they're people wearing sort of these weird pinstripe suits. One's taller and one is shorter. And as you go through the rest of the deck, the card that is missing is the 3 of Clubs.
I had a feeling. I don't know what that means. Well, the 3 of Clubs is missing, and that's always the one which people use in magic tricks. So maybe that's where they all go. Oh, anyway.
So that's all the time we're going to spend on that one. For those that got it, great. For
Teller
those
reference.
Yep,
job.
that's a Penn and
it's
Teller
in the list. It's in the list. Anyway, so yes, that's a Penn and Teller reference for anybody who is not hip to the jive.
I didn't get that, but it's
That's all right.
Fuku's
You
just
three
gonna
blocks, which is good.
Fuku's just gonna take one of the kings that look weird and sort of remove it from the deck. Anything
By the
happen?
way, there's an interview with Penn out there that talks about their choice and how they chose the 3 of Clubs. They thought a lot about it. A lot. Anyway, sorry.
I'm gonna
So yeah,
look
so
that
that's
up.
all that you get out of the bag for this part of the trip.
Um,
And
is there anything?
If you touch,
Is there anything
If you
special
touch the
about the king cards?
And there's nothing special other than they're just designed a little differently. It is literally just a mundane deck of cards missing the 3 of clubs.
Are you sure, Logan? Are you sure if you don't touch the short king, you get silence cast on you?
Yeah, no, that'd be amazing. The big question is, where's the 3 of clubs going to show up? All right,
It always does.
always.
Oh.
Forest
The
lawn
shark.
down in
The shark, GB.
Forest.
I'm on the ship now. I'm a dog.
I got this tattoo. What happened?
I'm going to call you Bruce.
Don't you dare.
Back off, Bruce.
Back off. So a few days later, there is an all alarm given. All the bells start to ring, and everyone starts to come on deck, and it's instantly clear why. Up ahead, there is a thick mist, and beyond that, you can see a landmass.
Din, come here.
As Din comes up and the guides and things, they nod. They've told you that this mist is the edge of the island. It's not hard to get through, but it kind of denotes where the magic of the island starts, which means now may be the last time to say goodbye and teleport away if you wanted to. 'Cause once you enter these mists, you won't have that opportunity. Now, sendings should work, but may not always arrive at their destination, and other magics can be, affected.
Finkui?
I'd like to start drawing as we approach.
Anybody got new settings they want me to help facilitate sending to people?
Maybe one to Daisy just so that she knows we got her safe and I'm not dead.
Alright.
Maybe don't mention that I died. No, I didn't die.
Nope.
Nearly died.
Not a good plan.
Yeah, no.
Alright,
Appreciate
so
that.
Callie's gonna send to Daisy. Gonna say, hey Daisy, got here safe to Lamina. We're gonna be out of communication for a bit. Finku is a badass and slayed a dragon. It was really hot. You should be proud. And that's how it ends.
All right.
Why would you do this?
Because I love you, Russ. Because I love you.
Callie, could you tell Dub that we got here and that I miss him, and that I'll see him soon?
Yep. Callie will just send her, hey Deb, it's Callie. Just want to let you know that we arrived at Lamina. Still says she misses you and loves you, and we'll see you soon.
He'll respond in kind. Although I think Daisy probably said something like, "I'll slay his dragon when he gets home" or something like that.
And Callie will relay that out loud.
Out loud
Verbatim.
in front of everyone. Yep.
Verbatim.
I think you will just pass
Quite happily.
invisibility and just leave.
So everyone starts to say their hello, their goodbyes, and just the last potential context. Nobody's sure for sure what communication is going to be like once entering the island. Although sendings have been successful coming from the small settlement, the small village just at the edge, where people have been, connecting to the mainland.
Lark, do you need me to say anything to Jastra? Well, you have sending, right?
I have the stones we were given.
You have a lot of stones, Lark.
Yeah.
They're a bit loose, but I have them.
No, those are your marbles.
So everyone being out on deck now, they say that they're going to step up the speed a little bit just for a moment. They're going to use their boost to kind of go around the eastern side of the island to the Mist Watch, which is the settlement, so this will be the last time. But it will take them into the mists, as they're very sure that the mists are not like thick enough that you can't see through or anything. They can see visibility pretty good. It's just kind of this haze that's over things. and that they will be doing that. So
Into the mist.
mhm.
Into the mist we go.
So for 10 minutes, as the alarms go off, this air raid siren sort of sound, everyone grabs onto the ropes that are on the edges of the ship, um, and it kicks into high gear. Everything starts zooming along at a breakneck speed towards the thing. And as you enter the mist, you feel just kind of this moisture, this kind of foggy feeling hit you, and it's comforting. It's not. It doesn't feel gross, or it's actually very nice with the sun that's coming up. Yes, thank you.
Just when that happens, the boots are speed, like you can click them on and off for their
Sure.
duration. It's just going to click the heels together.
It works
as
fine.
it goes. Okay. Just testing, like magic, see if it like that. That's all.
No, magic in general works fine. It's mostly just teleportation and communication magics that have issues with the mist.
Okay.
And they're zooming along. You guys are going about 7-8 minutes, and then you start to see off in the distance some lights, and this settlement that's built more on the rocks on the edge of the island than they are on the actual island itself. But there's a bridge that goes across to the island. This maybe 15-foot wide, 200-foot long bridge over the rocks to the island. And this is Mistwatch. This is the little settlement where they have started to build a community of offlanders, of people who are not from the island, to kind of start to grow this area here.
Kelly just turns to Din with a smile and goes, "Welcome home."
Almost. I'm a lot farther that way, but yes, almost.
We'll get you there.
And he just stares in awe and is just extremely happy. And just then, up towards the front of the side of the ship that you're on, near Oshin, who's up at the front, somehow, and maybe something maybe have happened right before the mist, coming out from underneath a piece of the railing there, you just hear this squeaking sound as this small creature slides all the way down into the back of the ship, down the full 200-foot length, in a little tiny fuzzy pants, and
GB grabs it with
jacket.
a mage hand.
Glitter!
All right. Somehow, having maybe just appeared here right before entering the mist, Glitter slides out from underneath the railing, and GB catches about halfway as he does like all four legs out, spinning, kind of like Bambi on the ice, down the deck.
Did you figure out how to teleport?
I just said I wanted Dad. Like,
Oh,
really loud.
baby! Oh.
I don't know what happened.
Where is your
And then
bro-
I was in the dark, and then everything was sliding, and I was holding on, and then I couldn't hold on.
I'm very sorry.
Where's your brother?
I mean, he might be in a box in the closet at home.
Callie, you should try to send to Pimble.
Yeah. She's immediately gonna send a pinball. Pinball, it's Callie. We have Glitter.
And
Don't be alarmed. Please look for Sparks. He might be in a closet, in a box.
So you do get a response. He says, but it's staticky. It's almost hard to hear him. It's like he's in an echoey chamber. Says, could barely hear you. Sounds like you said you have Sparks there. I just got a sending that you were at Lamina, and then that's it.
I have one last setting.
Okay.
So she'll say it again. I have Glitter, not Sparks.
Sorry,
Check.
I meant Glitter.
Check. Oh, wait. Yes, you heard correctly.
Logan, we just lost
Russ.
Russ.
That's Russ, yeah.
I apologize. I'm rebooting. I just refreshed my D&D Beyond page, and my laptop didn't like it.
Oh no.
Please check the box in the closet.
There's no
Actually,
response this time.
I think I'll figure it out.
Oshin.
And you go over and return Sparks to Oshin, and that is for another day and another tale. And that is where we're going to end. You guys have arrived at the edge of Mistwatch, and you've not gone to it yet. That is going to be for next week. But there we go.
Also, on this restart, SparkleCam decided I needed to put my information back in, so I'm sorry.
Oh, it's
Of course
okay.
it did,
We'll
yeah.
deal with it later.
Deal with it later. Thanks a lot, Spark. Okay, we're not supposed to be advertising here. We pay you. Anyways, thank you all for being here. Really appreciate that. Let's see how many people we have.
GB casts Dispel Sparkle Cam.
Excellent.
While Logan is looking up who we might want to raid, by the way, Plot Hunter starts in about 10 minutes, so we might want to consider just sending people over there or just hosting Plot Hunters.
What we always do.
In celebration for their 200,000 world builders, World Anvil is doing a flash sale for their Guildmaster and Grandmaster memberships. You can get 25% off those memberships.
Oh heck, that's a deal.
Using the code 200,000. Two and 5 zeros after it. No,
And
that's wrong. Yes, 5 zeros.
yes,
Yeah,
5
you're
zeros.
right.
And Angela, do you have in your brain what you would get if you would subscribe to such a thing? It's okay if you
No.
don't. I don't have it in my head either. I know we have some nice, very good tier, and it's awesome. Everything I do on that is a lot of fun.
I can find it right now because there are things really easy to see. Okay, Grandmaster has you can have unlimited worlds with a Grandmaster membership. You can you don't have any ads. You can personalize the CSS on your stuff, and you can do a bunch of cool things that none of the other levels can do. There's a bunch of neat.
Find out more watching
custom
Angela go on their channel tomorrow.
I think tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead and raid Plot Hunters. We'll go over there and say hello to them. I think they might have their, at least starting soon up. If not, it'll be up very, very soon. So come join us, start us out with Plot Hunters and say hi to them. And it's probably going to kick us over there any second now. So let's just go ahead and say goodbye. Thank you guys again very, very much. Really appreciate you. We'll see you on Tuesday for the continuing adventures of Countless Heroes.
Woo.
Good night,
And they are
everyone.
giving away those moonstones today on Plot Hunters.
Ooh, Moonstone. I heard dice on Plot Hunters. You don't want to miss that.
Those are the dice that I got. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. Bye.